So, when we last left off, the party had been dropped on the sandy shores of Aedan with the prompt of chasing down an ancient relic in a city lost to the ocean long ago. And with current news of a boat race, with the prize being a submersible ship, you all are interested in that. But before you are able to make your way into town and seek out this venture, you are suddenly attacked as the waves are being besieged under the onslaught of the arrival of all of you. And so, coming up from the ocean depths are these creeping, crawly, carapaced ocean dwellers. I don't remember where we are in the order, so I'm just going to start from the top, which means that I would like, I guess, just Freddy and Holgear to make me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check 10-4.
Also, Johnny. Johnny's close enough. All of you that are near the water watch as the waves suddenly wash up without even receding. Just this pulse of water that thrums and washes up and attempts to knock you over.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Acrobatic?
Acrobatics or athletics.
17 acrobatics.
16 acrobatics.
Okay. Both Freddy and Johnny are pulled into the ocean 10 feet. So, Freddy, you get pulled. And Johnny, you get pulled into the ocean as the waters rush up and attempt to knock the feet out from under you, but you manage to stay standing. But as the water suddenly rushes back, you're pulled into the water's depths. That's just, I guess, what would be considered a lair action or battle map action. So that's going to be the top of the order. And I don't think I rolled initiative for the Gunka Brutes. They just came out on the top of the round. Oh, that's a good natural one for green. So let's just put him all the way at the bottom of the initiative. And that'll be Guinness. Underneath Freddy. And then for the last one. Nice. Some good low initiatives.
Sad face.
And I don't think I rolled for the Carapace Creepers either. There's just one left, so I'll roll for him.
That nice had me worried for a second.
I mean, I got a really shitty roll, so I'm kind of.
Oh, actually, the Carapace Creepers act at the top of the round. And let's see. 2 more. Oh, actually, no. I did roll last time, and no new ones come out. Wait, was that last round? That was last round. So this is the start of a new round. So I'll roll. So 2 more. I'll say this one appears over here, and this one appears over here. So this one's going to move up and attempt to attack Freddy. And that's going to be a 17 versus AC, Freddy?
Got a 16.
Okay, that hits. You take 7 points of slashing damage. And
I think he's raging, right? So it's half.
Yes, that would be half. So 3 or 2 actually, since yeah, no, I did. And then this one's just going to move up. It's going to move close, but not within attacking range. And this one's going to try and fight you. Make a strength check. It's going to attempt to break grapple. Sierra.
Oh. Strength athletics or pure strength?
I will say yes, athletics. You're correct.
24.
Yeah. You got double what it rolled. That is the end of their turn. Freddy, you are up.
What's up? Climb up. Okay. So, correct me around. So I got dragged into the water, correct?
Yes, just the lapping of the waves, this rushing sensation just pulled you in. It is not any sort of magical effect.
So,
Just big old waves.
and who got dragged in with
Oh
me?
shoot, I'm not screen sharing.
Oh, I thought you knew that and you just didn't want to risk a crash.
No. What I was doing last time, well, as in last week, is that I was like screen sharing at like 60 frames per second at 1080p or 1880p. So this time I've reduced the settings, so that should reduce the strain on my computer and anyone else also trying to watch the screen share. Also, if you do not need visuals, I can verbally describe stuff to you. Freddy, you've been pulled into the water 10 feet, and on either side of you, you have one of these Gadunka brutes, and on the other side, a Carapace creeper. So you are currently being flanked, but they do not get the benefits of that. But because
Okay,
you are in the
so-
water, they do get advantage on attacks against you.
Okay, so Johnny got dragged in. Time. You close one door and then close the other. So you close the right one, then the left. Oh, other way.
You're cutting out. I can't understand what you're trying to say.
Oh, I was talking to my cousin. Sorry. So okay, so if I was speaking out of character. So if I use like my. All right, give me 1 second.
Not gonna lie, I forgot Havelock's avatar was a lake clerk, so I was like, oh my god, the NPC is gonna get attacked.
Screw you. I didn't choose what I wanted. Spell put me as
I
that.
know.
And
Well,
Fancy
you
makes
never
really
gave
good
me
sense, so-
any art of your
Okay.
character, so
All right,
because
so
I don't draw anymore.
you could go
Also-
to Google. That's what Johnny did.
okay, so
That's what everybody did.
Actually, I had my art commission. So.
Yes, Freddy?
So if I choose to use like my thunder breath and all that fun, what are the? Is there a chance that it's gonna hit Johnny?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Using your Thunder Breath on the water would be more of a environmental hazard, which I would probably require everyone in the water to make a saving throw of some kind, but it wouldn't do straight damage like your normal attack does. Because you're not focusing it, it's going to be less effective, but it will hit more creatures.
Okay, so I'm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's the trade-off.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. You will be hitting 4 enemies, yourself and Johnny.
Okay.
So
So
everyone needs to make the saving throw.
then I'm gonna. Do I have to hit?
You're automatically hitting the water, so everyone in the water needs to make the saving throw,
Let's say, oh,
which I believe is dexterity, which I will allow acrobatics, but I believe a dexterity saving throw would be better.
well, I accidentally went ahead and rolled a hit check.
And I'm gonna automatically ask you to roll damage, Freddy, because I'm gonna make people that
30 points
succeed
acrobatics.
roll. Everyone takes damage here, but those that succeed take half damage. I'm changing how your attack works a little bit because of how you're using it.
Get up.
Alright, so I got a 9 for damage if you.
Okay. And is it just damage that's part of your ability, or is there anything else?
Let's.
I believe it is just damage.
As far as I know, using any kind of weapon
Well, this isn't a
is
weapon
a bad
attack.
idea. Yeah, so I'll say weapons are the question of how.
I believe your breath attack does just deal straight damage. It would be normally like the lightning bolt spell that could possibly paralyze or stun people, but I do not think that that's an ability that you have on your breath attack yet. I think you unlock something like that later as you level up. I will say that the two smaller carapace creepers both fail, so they take this damage fully. The two larger creatures, the Gadonka brutes, succeeded heavily and almost seemed to shrug it off. And actually, I will say those of you who are nearby, which is Freddy and Holgir, notice that this Gadonka brute that's immediately in front of you actually seems to be revitalized a little bit by the lightning damage that you dealt to it.
Shit.
You watch as this electrical energy courses through the water and actually like saps into their body and courses through their veins.
Ah, fuck, robot crabs.
Alright, so as for my second action, I'm gonna use something that I haven't used or did I use it? Can I use the action or spell Thunderclap?
You would have to use your entire action to do that. Unfortunately, because you've already used one of your attack actions, that you only get certain. You only get a certain number of attacks per action, but since you've used your breath weapon attack as one of your attacks, you cannot use a spell as your action. I believe you get 1 or 2 attacks per action, so you cannot
Attacks per
use.
action too.
Yeah, you get 2 attacks per action. So you may make another weapon attack or something, but you cannot use your spell since you are using your action to attack rather than cast a spell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You also have a bonus action, which most people can't really use for anything unless it's something like a class ability, such as your rage.
I'm just gonna go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. You do have another attack if you want to make a grapple check, weapon attack.
Yeah, like you're in the water, but you are like waist high at most, so you can still swing your weapon.
Yeah, I would actually say that you're pretty near the shore, so I would say that you're probably only about like thigh height.
Okay,
And you
so
can
I'm not-
move,
okay.
but if you move away from these creatures, they will get a chance to attack you before you leave.
Okay, so I'm not that far into. Okay.
No.
So yeah, I think okay. I'll go ahead and do a weapon attack with my double swords.
Okay.
So,
Which creature are you attacking? The big guy or the little guy?
I'll go for the big guy.
Okay.
So to hit 14.
Yes, that hits.
All right, then rolling for damage.
These are pretty big guys. Their ACs are lower.
7.
Okay. Yeah. You cut into him, just sort of giving him a nice slice across the abdomen.
Okay.
And will that be it for your turn?
Wait,
Indeed
he
it
has
will.
he's fighting with 2 swords, right?
Yes, but he's dual wielding, but he's only making one attack.
Yeah, but you can make an attack as a bonus action if you use your weapon as a main action.
Oh, I thought that was only if you have the ability of the dual wielding as which he might actually have.
The dual
That
wielding
lets
fighting
you-
style allows you to add your bonus, your like strength or dex
Oh,
bonus to
gotcha.
your
It's just an
attack.
additional thing.
And
both the
the
weapons-
defeat allows you to pick weapons without the light property.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you can make another sword attack.
Another
Will
one.
do a
okay.
little bit less damage.
Good call on that.
Okay, then since you already used one sword, then I'll just go for. Okay, then damage is 5.
What was the to hit versus AC for the second attack with the sword?
Oh, to hit. A 28.
Okay, yeah, that would hit either of them. That might even hit Holgear's AC.
All right.
Yeah. You cut into him a little bit more. He looks like he's been brought down to where he was before you used the lightning attack.
So do you want me to use the 2d10 or the 2d8? The 2d8.
Oh, I thought the second attack was 5 damage.
Oh, because I forgot to roll for damage.
Okay, gotcha. Since you're not two-handing it, you're only one-handing it. So you roll the one-handed weapon damage.
Okay, so the 2d8. 14.
Wow, nice. Okay, yeah, you do a massive slice against its sort of chest face thing, and it sort of growls and spits out. It's not sort of this red blood that you would expect, but almost like this dark green, sort of like almost sewage-like ichor that just sort of like spurts from its body. It smells fishy and nasty.
Is that a pun or?
No, but you know what I mean when I say that it smells sort of fishy, you know. If you ever smelled like old dead fish, that's what it smells
Absolutely.
like. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't
this
smell.
this sea line is gonna smell rank once we're done.
Mm.
Rotten
Like this
crab.
dude's gonna be sleeping with the fishes.
But there will be some good chitin to harvest off of the bodies if you manage to do so.
But I'm a fish. I don't want to sleep with this thing.
Well, you're used to sleeping with fish.
it's a
It is
crab, but I gotta
now
be near
the
this thing.
the big blue brute's turn. And since Freddy just attacked it, it's actually going to make both of its attacks against Freddy.
I'm sorry, what?
This thing can hold a grudge, it seems.
That's going to be a 27 versus AC.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. You take 22 points of crushing damage, halved to 11. And you are grappled as it reaches out a massive claw and just clamps it around your waist, just pinning you in place. You are considered grappled and restrained. It's now going to make another attack against you. Okay, well, this one's only a 21 versus AC.
These guys can hit.
I just think we just can't take a hit.
Think for yourself.
That'll be 18 halved to 9 points of damage. As it just reaches out with its other massive claw and just like clamps it around your face and begins crushing you. It's like
Damn, I'm down to
almost
64.
lifting you up and wringing you out.
This guy really don't like you.
Well, he just attacked him.
My health is at 64.
Johnny, you are up. I mean, this is why Rage is so good, because you can basically double your health. Because you take half damage on everything.
Yeah.
You don't really double your health. You just building damage, though.
It's the same
Technically,
difference.
Basically.
Anyways, Johnny, you are up.
Okay.
You are in melee with this green Gurunka brute. Again, these different brutes have sort of like a shimmering color to not their chitinous armor, but in fact the sort of luminescence that pulses across their body. And this green one in front of you is less fluid and ecstatic as the blue, but almost slower and viscous, as it just sort of like radiates off of its body.
Okay. So.
I will say, as a bonus action, if anyone wants to try and investigate these creatures or makes any other sort of skill check to try and determine any information about these creatures, they may, just sort of glancing over them.
Okay.
Does that include the people on the show, or just them?
Anybody. They're all within
So-
eyesight.
Also,
Oh,
DM,
there was
are we at the
investigation?
top of the turn order again?
When it's your turn. So Arthas will be going next after Johnny, and then it'll be your turn, Holgear.
So you said
Okay.
investigation, correct?
If you believe that there is a skill check that you would prefer to use, I will allow it. Such as Arcana or Nature, you know. Or History, you know.
With my brain power?
With my +1, I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
With
That's
my
a
plus
9. They're
With
blue.
the power of my +1.
It's a blue. If they all get together, they can Mighty Morphin into a bigger crab.
Hey, don't give me any ideas.
Please don't give him any
Crab
ideas.
mech.
Please. Please don't give him any ideas.
Please don't do any Digimon type shit.
I mean, we're already gonna go for a crab mech as a quest reward.
See,
What the
the
heck,
thing is that the morphing together to make a Megazord is already such a cooler idea than what I had planned.
Come on, Spill, please. Don't do it.
So what are you doing, Johnny?
If you guys
So-
look in discussion, I posted a real-time image of what this fight is.
Oh, jeez.
I'd like to do an
How
investigation.
deep I am
check,
in the
by
water?
way.
You may only do this on your turn.
Oh, okay.
But you all are allowed to speak as a free action. So if you want to say anything to each other in character, you can do so.
You know, just to investigate my my thing is 13.
Okay, well, you'll have to wait until the next round to do so.
You got it.
What were you saying, Johnny?
Yeah. So how deep is the water right now? With diamond.
Probably up to your ankles, somewhere between your ankles and your calves. Like, it's really not that deep.
Okay. So I'm going to. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna try to jump on his back.
Oh, okay. Let's make this a grapple check.
Oh no, he's speeding up
Um,
again.
So, you know what? Usually, when you're grappling something, you don't make a dexterity check, but I will allow it since you are basically Shadow of Colossus trying to climb on top of this thing. So, you may make an athletics or acrobatics check, and I will resist.
Ah,
Ooh.
Are these the only ones that are rolling good? Is that just
Yes.
what's happening? They absorbed all the luck?
Apparently. All I'm gonna say is that you better hope you got something in the double digits range.
Carol, I use an egg point for this.
If you want to use an egg point, that adds to the roll of whatever you got. But you can also use an inspiration die to re-roll. And if you have an auto 20, you can just automatically choose a 20.
Wait, so adversity and egg points are different?
Adversity tokens are egg points, but there are inspiration that I give out every so often, which allows you to re-roll any dice. I don't know if you usually get those for arriving to the session early or for good roleplay and whatnot. So I do not know if you have any of those currently, but
What's the thing
You
you
have a
give for getting
few egg
references?
points.
okay. You what did you get for your roll?
The first one was 15.
Okay. Yes, with an egg point. You see that you like almost try to like sidestep it, and as it lunges forward, you just manage to dodge its grasp and sort of like climb up on top of its claws and swing your way on top of its head. It's sort of got this flat head that sort of domes over onto its back. So you can almost stand on it if it wasn't for the fact that it is very slippery and slimy. So you have to sort of grapple on and hold on to the edges of its armor as you stand on top of it. That's one of your attack actions. You are on top of this thing. What's the next part of this plan?
That's the
Okay.
weak point.
Then I'll try to. Okay.
I will say you are now considered out of the water, which means that any attacks against you are just normal now, as they would be normally with advantage if you were in the water. But since you are on top of this thing, I'll just put you right on top of him. Here, actually, I'll put you in this corner, since that's actually on a square.
And I'll use my bonus action to study to roll an Arcana check on it.
Okay. I will say you may roll with advantage since you are literally on top of him.
Go to that character. Come on, load up. And Arcana. First one. Okay. $23.
Okay. Yes, you can tell that the biology of this creature has been enhanced magically. And you can tell from its strange aura that you can sense from it that its internals have become caustic. And if anyone were to deal slashing or piercing damage to it, if they are within melee, they would have to succeed some sort of saving throw or else take some sort of acidic damage from its caustic blood.
It's a good thing I just stopped it then.
Yeah, so bludgeoning damage and magic damage would be good against this creature. Unless you're not in melee, then you won't have to make the saving throw. But that is what you know. And you may announce that to the party as a free action.
Okay. I'll say to everyone, try not to. The good idea is cast magic and punch it. Don't cut it. And so I use
Don't
the attack
spill the
action.
green ooze.
So don't oh yeah, so are we using an attack action to grapple it?
Yes, that was just one attack action. If you have
Oh,
multiple attacks, you may attack again.
Okay, so I can't do that this turn then. So instead, I'm going to I don't wanna do that.
You've used one attack action in your bonus action.
Yeah, but like, I was gonna do something, but then
Actually,
I used an attack action.
I will allow you to use your movement to grapple if you would prefer to use your action for something else. I will allow that.
Okay, then I'll do that. And,
Okay, you still have an action then.
could I modify? Well, could I like with my enchanting skills? Could I modify the effect of the magic on the crab?
That is a very good question. I'm going to say that because of your Arcana check, you would be able to understand that this magic has been fused with its physiology. It is not something that has been cast upon it, so it would be very tricky to try and affect it. However, you could do something such as scribing a rune onto its chitinous armor to do some sort of extraneous effect, as you are usually used to enchanting weapons. You could apply some sort of effect that would be in addition to it. But if you actually wish to try and change its physiology, that would be much more difficult.
Okay.
But there's only one way to find out.
I'll try to carve in a rune to try to.
I'm also going to say that because this is such a creative and outlandish plan, I'm going to give you an inspiration. A point of inspiration. Just because this is so creative and interesting.
Yay! I didn't think we'd get this far. Okay, so I'm going to modify it. So, okay. Could I carve in a rune so where it would like it could like project some of his bile outward?
You
Rather
want
than-
to make its sort of bleeding effect to shoot out farther?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what your crafting skill is, but if you want to make a Arcana check, which I think you're already pretty good at, otherwise, typically crafting checks are sleight of hand. But I believe you are arcane crafter, so I think an Arcana check would be more precise here. And just to double check, you're trying to enhance its ability to spray acidic onto things? You're increasing its range?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one was. Wait. Oh yeah. So I'm going to use that inspiration point now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was not good.
Alright. That's why I gave it to you before you rolled.
Okay, not great, but okay. 16.
Okay. You carve a rune onto this thing that seems to actually, I think what it sort of manifests is almost like a sort of wind that emanates from this creature, sort of pushing outwards, that if something were to come from it or out of it, that it would spray in a much wider area of effect for farther away. That is what you wanted, correct?
Yes.
You're
Okay.
increasing his blood pressure.
Yes. That will be the end of your turn.
Yeah, and before I end, I'll pull out my gray sword, and that'll be it.
Okay, yes. You can change weapons as a free action. Arthas is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Just seeing that you are alone by yourself, and is going to go ahead and make an attack against the creeper with advantage since you are grappling it, and rolls a 5 both times. So he just like kind of runs up and he like raises the sword like ready to pierce it. He's just like, I'm not really sure where they're trying to get around the tail, and just is so afraid of like poking you that he just doesn't even bother. Okay, Holger, it's your turn. So now if you want to use your bonus action to discern any information you may.
No, I think I've got all I can with the crab mighty morphin power rangers.
Yeah.
So I'll just
You have already observed the lightning effect that it has on it.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and position myself in between the
Thunder
crab and regular, just to the top right there.
Oh, you're gonna put yourself in danger right here?
Not for long.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and make my attack action with the Texas. And
You're a little far away from your mic. Which one are you attacking?
both, technically.
Oh,
So I'm going to be using a martial flourish, the slashing flourish,
ooh.
which means whenever I take the attack action on my turn, my walking speed is increased by 10 foot, and if my weapon attack hits, I can expend one of my bard die to deal an extra d8 worth of damage, and hit every creature within 5 feet of me.
Okay. You've moved only 10 feet this turn, so I guess you get that for free. The water is considered difficult terrain, so stepping out of it doubles, like moving through the water and stepping out of it is considered as double, but stepping into it does not count as double. So you've only moved 10 feet, but if you wanted to step back out onto land, which would just be here, a normal 5 feet would be considered 10 feet.
I just want to be within 5 foot melee range of either one.
Yep. You could actually do that from here without even stepping into the water.
Oh, nice. I'll do that then.
Okay.
Okay, first attack to hit is a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah, for a 32.
oh, geez.
so,
Yeah, you've crit both of them, so I can't wait to see this.
So that's 2d6 plus 10 for 18 plus an extra bardic die. Does my bardic die get doubled with on a crit too? No.
pretty sure it
When
does.
you roll a crit, you double all dice.
Okay.
It's
so
it's
this
just
will
your
be-
proficiencies and all the other modifiers don't get doubled.
Okay, so that's a 4 total then on the bardic die. So I do a total of 20 points of damage, or rather, I do 20 points of damage to Big Crab, 4 points of damage to Little Crab, and both creatures get their AC reduced by 3.
Okay. So yeah, Holgir does like this cool sidestep in the sand, drawing the sword, and does this huge slash, and it cuts through the thick chitin on both of these creatures, dealing significant damage to both of them.
Yep. And then I'm going to take my second melee action with a focused strike towards the little crab
Okay.
to finish it off.
You might be able to.
Dirty 20 to hit,
Yes.
and 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You cut into its its writhing limbs as it's still sort of unsure whether or not it should pounce at you or recoil in fear, and you just sort of lop off a few of its limbs as it's just sort of backpedaling into the water now. It looks severely hurt, but is not quite out just yet.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and give the one down by the little crab down by Sierra. Is that one currently being like tail grappled like the one
Yes.
before? Okay. I'll leave that one then and telekinetic shove the one over by Freddy, the little
Okay.
crab. Just shove him 5 foot back.
Does it make a saving throw?
Yeah, strength saving throw DC 7.
Oh, actually, these creatures, the smaller ones, don't have advantage in the water, just the big guys. So that would be a failure. Freddy, using your reaction, you may make a attack against this guy, if you so choose. Oops, not that one. This one. Wait, which way are you pushing it, Holger?
Just 5 foot away from Freddy.
Just right here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, that would be directly away from him. So yes, Freddy, you may make a attack against this little dude as he leaves your melee range.
What to? I'll just use a sword.
Yep.
I'll just use the one. Let's see, 14 then 10. Okay. All right. To hit is 14 and damage is 10.
A 14 does not hit its AC, unfortunately. As Holgir pushes this creature away from you with this sort of psionic power, it sort of like tumbles and you catch the large dome on its back before it manages to right itself and come at you once more. Will that be the end of your turn, Holgir?
I'm gonna do something a little risky. I'm gonna back up 5 foot, triggering an attack from both of them.
For both of them, correct?
Yeah.
Let's start with the little guy. He misses.
Yeah.
And then the big guy is going to make an attack against you. That's going to be a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see what he does.
Which means that I roll dice twice.
I heard 3 die.
That was 4. 5. 6.
Stop!
Jeez, how many die are there?
Stop! You just made me mess up. Now I have to roll again. I don't remember how many dice I've rolled now.
Like 6, I think.
Because you counted one that I didn't roll. I hadn't rolled dice, and now I don't remember. Okay, I'm just gonna start with the first 3.
Wait, the big guy rolled a 20, right?
Yes.
So, how far I am from Holger? Just to be sure.
Okay. So Holger, as you step backwards, it takes one of its massive claws, just sort of releasing Freddy's head for just a moment to swipe out at you, trying to grasp you, and it manages to do so for 40 points of crushing damage as it immediately grapples you and you are unable to move. You are restrained.
Fuck.
Uh,
It'll take 20 points of frost damage.
Okay. Yeah, as it crushes you, immediately ice just gets shattered off of you, impaling into its body as it sort of stumbles backwards. But it does have you grappled and restrained with this successful attack. It is now Havelock's turn.
Oh, hi. What am I doing?
Is it okay if
So,
I go get more water real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
I'll be right back.
So what you thinking you're gonna do, Havelock?
I'm gonna mind console this crab.
Oh, a
have-
suggestion?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a new pet.
Do you think it speaks a language?
I mean,
Or do you think it's humanoid?
not really.
Oh, does the spell say humanoid?
I'm pretty sure most do require be human at least. Let me check.
A bunch of spells, like all the spells that specify person, require a humanoid. So
Most like
fourth person,
control
third
spells
person.
have to be, like at least to be humanoid. Well, most of them do at least.
Alrighty, I'm back. Go ahead.
It still has one of you guys grappled, right?
Currently, this blue one has both Freddy and Holger grappled in either of its hands.
Oh.
Its large claws. It's able to grapple two separate creatures. Johnny is sort of riding on top of the green one.
So Johnny's having the time of his life at a rodeo while the other two tune in.
Yes.
I suppose MacGyver over here.
Oh, also, Sierra, you would be able to grapple these creatures. They are considered large creatures, but only for space on the board and for making attacks. So you would still be able to grapple them.
Yeah, you can grapple a creature that's like no more than one size larger than you.
Oh, is that already a ability you have? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind then. Continue.
Alright, spell, I got a question.
Yes.
Would my spell walk on the
Yeah.
big crab holding both of them?
Why not? You just have to be
Fair
able
enough.
to see the creature.
Can I see it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Can you?
Oh no, I've gone blind. I'm kidding. Oh god, if I went blind, that'd be terrible for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sam
basically
puts in the
you
work.
have to be able to target it. It has nothing to do without like it being able to like hear you or see you or you know. It may be unable to understand, depending upon its intelligence. You know how like explicit the instructions are. You know, if you ask it to like play the banjo, it might attempt to do so, but be unable to. Does that make sense?
I mean, I think it would crush the banjo.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So you
That
know.
must be one hell of a banjo. If that thing can play it. Where could I get myself one of those?
Titanium strings.
Like that banjo has to be like the strongest band.
It's an
everything.
expression. What are you doing?
I don't know, but all I'm doing right now is wondering where that banjo.
Do you want to delay your turn?
Nah, I'm gonna try to cast the spell on it by waving my trident towards the big crab that has both of them in its claws.
Okay, so the blue one directly in front of you.
Yep.
What's the saving throw?
13.
What's the ability score? Wisdom?
Oh.
It fails. It fails tremendously.
Well then,
It doesn't matter.
I don't even need to say what stat it is, huh?
I rolled a 4 and then I rolled a 3. So
Yeah, no, just no. It's not winning that. My command will be for it to release both of them.
okay, it does so. Freddy and Holgear are no longer grappled and restrained. It just sort of releases its big claws.
That's pretty much everything I can do.
Okay, that's your action. You still have your bonus action and movement if you want to do anything.
I'm gonna go and hold up. I can't do stealth again, can I?
You're sort of out in the open, so if you can think of something to do, I will allow it. If you want to go dive in the water,
Yeah, I'm gonna go dive in the water.
okay. Where specifically? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm gonna do 10.
So here?
You realize I can't see where you're putting it, right?
Okay, so you'd have to use your 30 feet to run towards the water, and you can be either right next to Freddy or Johnny, and they are adjacent to these large creatures, but you would not have to be.
And these are both terrible choices. Both of them have started killing my pets, and one of them succeeded.
But yeah, you would be using your full movement to run and leap into the water. But then I would allow you to attempt to stealth as a bonus action. You still there?
Alright.
If you even said that shit again, I swear to God.
What are you doing, man?
I'm heading towards Freddy, I just said.
Okay. Okay. You run and leap into the water. Do you say anything to Freddy as you splash into the water next to him?
I mean, I already said what I was gonna say.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, now we're even for you saving to do anything again. These crabs are gonna be the least of your problems.
Is he breaking out for anyone else, or is it just me?
Yep.
Yeah, like he can
He's breaking out.
touch in and out.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm not losing you guys.
Oh God, am I having problems?
It's alright.
Maybe.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Oh,
Wait,
if
does
you
the
would
yellow
like me to
crab?
do so, I can roll for you.
When the yellow crab get you?
Been there the whole time.
There's always been a yellow crab.
No! And that could have been a lot.
It's a banana crab.
The
could've
risk
gotten a
I took was
19.
calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
I could have gotten a 19 plus a 13. That I only got a 16 now.
Okay. You thoroughly believe that nothing can see you. Everything that has sort of come out onto the shore has their head above the water level and cannot see you at the moment. That will be your turn. And that means that it is the Yellow Brute's turn. And it's going to move. Fee, fi, fo, fum. It's actually really not that big. It's only 10 feet tall.
Oh, perfect. Which one of these am I gonna keep as a pet?
It
None.
reaches out and clutches Arthas in his big meaty claws. And Arthas doesn't really look that damaged. Like he's not.
Sparrow.
Yes.
I spend my reaction to activate my Cloud Rune, where I swap the target of the attack to any creature within 30 feet.
Oh.
The crab, the little one.
Uh,
Gets the same attack roll and the same damage.
so you're swapping it with this. This
No,
little...
they don't swap places. The crab just hits the other crab.
The big crab got deflected.
How does that work?
Fight just changes the target.
Yeah, regardless of distance,
It just changes
yours
who
and
it
engulfs.
attacks. Can you send that to me? Or I just want to read the wording on it. That seems a little weird. Can you like screenshot it or something?
Crabs.
That's too damn bad. You ain't getting none of these crabs, so they're all gonna
Come
be
on,
dying.
think how useful they'll be in the boat race. We just have them sabotage.
Well, I'm just thinking of like doing like the cup shuffle thing. Just
Is
like
he talking fast for anyone else? Is that just me?
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, but I'm actually not pretty
Bro is
understand
speaking at
pretty well.
flash speed.
I think it's better now. So
Like-
they don't swap places. I imagine that scene is on old cartoons where characters start fighting, and that like a cloud of smoke, and you see like an arm, a head, or a leg popping out. And when the cloud dissipates, it's like one of the characters missing, and the other guy's just like fighting alone.
What's this
That's kind of what
ability
happened.
called?
It's the active effect of the Cloud Rune.
Cloud Rune?
Yeah.
I want the blue one. It matches my skin.
Too bad we have a crab cakes tonight.
Eat the yellow one. I'm pretty sure none of you can eat one of these whole ass.
Oh, don't underestimate my appetite.
I don't have
Eat the
underestimate
yellow
either.
one, damn it! Let me keep this blue one. I like it.
Hell no. It grabbed me by the head. It dying. It dying no matter what.
Stop killing my pets. Let me tame this in crab. I like him.
No.
He matches my
No.
skin.
No, I have a
Please.
grudge
Kill us,
against.
no.
I have a grudge against this crab.
Yeah, you attacked him first.
So it says that whenever a creature within 30 feet of you is attacked, so even the attacker doesn't have
Yeah.
to be within 30 feet of you, you can choose it to
Yes.
attack something else.
Yes.
So the one thing that I will stipulate for that it does not say, is that it has to still be within attack range of the attacker. So that is to
That
say,
makes
like,
sense.
if you were to make it try to attack Holgear, it would simply be unable to do so. I will not
Oh.
allow that. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. It makes.
Yeah, but
So
it-
in the last line it says.
It has to be something that it can still, be able to attack.
Yes.
This time you should be right.
Just because it would get like finicky with being able to do like physical attacks and ranged attacks. Like if this thing was able to do ranged attacks, you would then be changing what its attack is from a physical to a ranged attack. Does that make sense? And I think that's something that kind of doesn't really make sense for what this is. So you release sort of this cloud of smoke that confuses it. and it swipes in the at the wrong. So, which creature are you forcing it to attack? That's not
The
Arthas.
little crab that
Okay.
I'm holding will be free.
Using the same roll of attack. Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, that means that it is unable to hit the AC of this little crab, because it didn't roll that great.
Yes.
So it
But
reaches
the crab
out.
is restrained.
Right. It uses the original attack roll.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that is not. These little guys have like pretty high AC. So it just sort of like bounces off of its chitin. Then it uses its second attack against Arthas. Which means you've already used your reaction to do this once, which means you can't do it again, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's not too strong. And he rolled a 3. So Arthas is just like ducking and leaping over like these big claw attacks, just vroom, vroom, through the air, and it is unable to do anything. But you notice that as it has stepped out of the water and started to dry up, it actually you watch as this sort of glowing energy that's pulsating from its body is actually starting to grow brighter now that it is in the baking sun. Sierra, is now your turn.
Oh, it's glowing brighter.
Yeah, what you gonna do now on your actual turn? Also, you get your reaction back. So
it's beginning of my turn. I'm going to do the dog hold on the little crab.
you're gonna what?
Do that for free for 1 damage.
Oh, it takes crushing damage at the top of your turn.
Yeah. In the beginning of my round, I can do damage to a creature I have grappled.
Yeah. That's actually something that I've always preferred with stuff like area of effect stuff, such as what's that? Guardian of Fate? No, spiritual guardians.
Spiritual guardians then.
Yeah, there's like some weird wording around that stuff of like at the start of the creature's turn if it's still in it or whatnot. Basically, you can like on your turn move back and forth and reactivate it, reproc it. I don't like that. So I just have it be like at the start of your turn you deal damage to it rather than it taking damage on its turn. I know it's a little bit weird, but I just think it's an easier way of keeping track of that sort of stuff, just to do it on your turn. Anyways, that was just sort of a side comment. Anyways, how much damage do you deal to it?
1 damage.
Okay. Its eyes bug out a little bit.
1 attack with the maw against it. It's 20 to hit.
Okay. Yes, that hits. And you have advantage because it's grappled.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
For 14 damage.
Okay. It seems relatively hurt, like below half health at this point.
Oh,
You think with another
high?
attack like that, you might be able to finish it off.
Okay. Now I'm going to try something different. I want to do 1 attack against the big guy. 15 to hit.
Yes, that hits. 15 is their AC.
14 bludgeoning, and I'm going to use my crusher feet to shove him against the rock.
How much damage to him?
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you slap against him leg. He is currently sort of like up against the rock, so I'm gonna say that you cannot move him against the rock anymore. But does like slamming him up against the rock do more damage or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll consider that falling damage, so I will roll for that. And since it's right there, it's the base level. Okay. Yep. You sort of slam one ankle, and he trips and kind of falls onto it and bumps his other ankle on the rock. So he looks a little hurt, but really not that much. Just a little off the top. And that'll be your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The big green guy is going to attempt to shake you off, Johnny. So how about you make a dexterity saving throw or an acrobatics check, or athletics, strength or dexterity. So athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Come on, Jackie Loeb. How good's my saves? So I can make a strength save?
Strength or dexterity. You can make the saving throws or the skill checks, which
I'll
is
make the
athletics or
strength.
acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
I'll make a strength save.
Okay. You're holding on.
Oh. 25.
Okay. You you all watch as this thing kind of starts to shake its shoulders a little bit, and try to shake him off, but is unable to do so. It's going to use its second attack to do so as well. So go ahead and make that check again.
Oh. 13?
What'd you get?
13?
That is also sufficient. It like kind of bends forward and starts rocking back and forth, trying to shake you loose, but you have a firm hold on. That is both of its attacks. It is going to move though. It's gonna move right up here. And you are on top of it, so I'll say that you are here. So that's all it can really do on its turn. It wasn't able to knock you off. And the reason why I didn't use its claws to try and claw at you is because you're right on top of it, and its joints don't really bend up that way. It like tries to reach up and claw at you, but it's unable to do so. Okay. I need Freddy, Havelock, and Holgear to make me another dexterity saving throw at the top of the round. Havelock, you can make this with advantage, since I believe you are proficient with swimming.
Rolled a 13 for whole gear.
Okay.
23 for Havelock.
Okay, yeah, Havelock, you're fine. Holgear, you are pulled 10 feet into the water.
That's fine.
Freddy, what'd you get? You there, Freddy?
Fredo.
Okay. Let's see. This one is going to... it's gonna get away from this guy. I think he's just gonna come attack Freddy. But Freddy's not here, I guess, at the moment, so I'll hold off on that.
Yeah,
You're back. You're here, but we couldn't hear you for some reason. Are you here?
I'm alive, but my dexterity saving throw is a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Freddy is pulled 10 feet into the water. So this guy actually comes up here. And is going to make an attack against you, Freddy. That's only going to be a 18 versus AC.
Hit.
Okay. Two points of crushing damage as it claws at you. Please make me a strength or dexterity saving throw.
But it, okay, so it halves. So
Never
I-
mind. You succeed. Very, very good. This one's going to attempt to attack Holgear. It fails. This one's going to try and break grapple. So, Sierra, roll me that beautiful bean footage. Wait, is there a specific DC already that it... because of... I don't know if you have like a special ability for your grapple or not. This would just be a normal grappler.
Actually, it has. Let me just check. It's DC.
I would assume that it's
plus 3.
automatically like your passive
DC
strength.
17.
Oh, okay. It breaks out of your grapple. It's then going to move away. So both you and
Make an attack
Arthas
of
have
opportunity.
attacks against it. Arthas does not hit.
26.
Yes. Roll
I'm making
damage.
another tail attack and grabbing him again.
Oh no! Does that pull him back in? Yeah, he's unable to leave then.
6 damage.
Okay. He's like almost limp in your grasp, but is like still alive. He's just wringing this thing. It's gotten so thin at this point. It's like elongated at this point. Okay, Freddy, you are up.
All right, what am I doing?
It is
Oh,
your
what?
turn.
All right. So okay, no. So I'm 10 feet under the water, right?
You are currently you are treading water. You can choose to be under the water if you want, but I will automatically assume that you are just treading water.
All right. So I would like to notify everyone to cover their ears.
Okay.
I would do that.
I
Put
think
your head
Sparrow
between
already
your
knows what
legs
I'm
and
about
kiss
to
your
do.
butt goodbye.
Sparrow already knows what I'm about to use.
No, I don't. I always forget what people's abilities are. That's your job.
All right. I'm gonna say it's an RP. As fast as loud as I can. Everyone, cover your ears. All right. I like to use thunderclap.
Okay. What does that do?
Yeah.
Thunder damage around him. Forces a con save.
We got a 10 for damage.
What's the radius?
Oh, the radius for thunderclap. Let me go back real quick.
Thunderclap is 5-foot radius, centered on himself.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that only hits these two enemies right here. What's the saving throw?
Saving throw.
It doesn't matter. They fail. So,
Oh,
what's the damage? Oh wait,
Freddy
actually,
not
this
having
one
good
gets
rolls
advantage.
today,
Nope,
huh?
never mind. That wasn't even low. What was the damage?
Damage, if I remember, was 10.
Okay. So, here's what happens. Freddy shouts for everyone to close their ears. And Arthas immediately just like throws his hands over his ears. And Freddy almost seems to swirl and lift up out of the water for a brief moment as he calls out to the heavens, and in a brief moment you all are blind as a shock strikes from the heavens and crashes into the waters directly upon him. Instantly, this little guy right next to you just evaporates. He's not even dead. He's Thanos snapped. It's just like erased, reduced to atoms. You watch as his form just sort of blows away in the wind, completely singed. Unfortunately, the guy next to you, looking a little bit better. He does look a bit singed. However, he is also standing sort of revitalized at the same time. You are still dealing damage to him with these electrical attacks, but he also seems to be bolstered by the raw power of the magic that you are throwing against him.
Wait.
You can see the sort of scorch mark that's carved into his body, sort of sealing the wound that you had slashed into him. That is your action. What else are you doing, bud?
What else can I do? That's the question.
Move.
What can you do, huh?
Yeah.
You know what?
Just so
Okay.
you know, as a reminder, moving through water is difficult terrain. So, you will be moved possibly 10 more feet every single turn, but you can only move 15 feet with your base move speed of 30. Actually, do you have more movement than 30?
Wait, hold on. Movement, walking speed is 40.
He's
feet.
full barbarian, yes.
Oh, yeah, you have 40, so you can move 2 squares. So you can move back to where you were originally if you want to do so.
Two squares make all the difference.
No, I think I'm gonna do what Johnny is doing and just try to. I'm gonna climb on top of the crane.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Oh.
let's make a contest
Oh.
out of it. Make a athletics or acrobatics check. Oh, this might actually be close. I rolled pretty average.
Oh.
I got a 10.
Okay, yeah.
If you're
You-
athletic, you are rolling with
You
advantage.
swim up to its ankle and
Wait.
like reach out to it, and it just sort of slaps
Ready?
you away.
If he's rolling athletics, he has an advantage because he's raiding.
Oh, you are raging, so you have advantage.
I'm sorry. I have
You have
no clue
advantage.
what Barry was saying.
Great.
Roll again.
Because you're racing, you have advantage.
Roll again.
Yes. Take the better option.
For athletics?
Yes.
Yeah.
$17.
Yeah. So here's what happens. It brings this massive claw down, battering you back into the water, and then you just shoot back up like a buoy and just like launch yourself up on top of him. Okay, you are now on top of him.
A bullet hole in my plan. Okay.
You still have a bonus action, but I don't think you can do anything with it unless you want to look at any of these dudes.
Hmm. I'm thinking of something, but I don't think I can do it.
Go for it.
I was thinking of like jabbing my sword inside the head of the thing, so I can at least have something to grapple onto, so I don't fall.
Yeah, you can say that you can do that as sort of just sort of flavor.
Okay.
But are you doing anything fancy as a bonus action, or is your turn over? It's fine.
I can't really think of anything, so
All right.
that'll conclude my turn.
It is now this dude's turn. So the first thing he's gonna try and do is shake you off. So go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics check.
Take it off.
Same thing. Never mind. You rolled a 2.
I'm gonna roll anyways.
It's now gonna try and attack Holgear, because why not?
I got a 20. Okay. I know I said I was gonna do it anyways, but I got a 28.
Okay, yeah. It attempts to shake, and you just like grip onto it. You like Vulcan nerve pinch it, and it just freezes up. You're like, no, bad time. You like reach down and slap it in the face. No. That's gonna be a dirty 20 against Holgear.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. You take 20 points of crushing damage and are grappled and restrained.
Alrighty.
How you doing?
I am at 56 out of 96. I'm down 40 hit points.
Okay. Not bad.
Not too bad.
Do you still have any more Armor of Agathis?
Nope, it was only 20 HP and it immediately got knocked off by that net.
Okay.
Which I realized could have silvery barbs, but it was a good hit.
It is now going to pull back in the water with both of you. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, actually, since oh yeah.
You're gonna drown him.
Yep. Actually, no, it's currently holding Holgear above the water, but just barely. It is now Johnny's turn.
So,
One more thing. As it's pulling into the water, you can actually watch as the blue that is sort of coursing along its body is starting to grow brighter as it goes deeper into the water, as if it needs to submerge itself in order to be able to do something.
right.
It seems
So-
like at the start of its next turn, it could do something if it's underwater, which it is currently going underwater. So
Okay,
nobody's
so-
drowning yet, but just warning. Johnny, you are up.
So, is it still partially out of the water right now?
The green one is, but the blue one is currently going down. I will say that this round you can still see it, but at the start of next round you will be unable to.
Okay, so to use my
Hey, let me handle the blue one. I'll totally kill.
be quiet. No.
I totally won't tame it.
No, I'm handling the blue one. Fuck off.
Come on!
No!
Come on, I'll give you a high five.
Ooh. No.
How about 5 platinum?
Nah.
10 platinum.
I mean, if you guys had any sort of cohesion, I think it would make sense for Freddy to change targets, considering the one he's attacking is getting powered up by his attacks, and the green one needs to be attacked by magic.
And the blue one's going into the water, so you know. I'm the fish here, so.
They're about to get drowned.
Just like I'm like imagining just my character just laughing.
No, it's fine. I love it when people don't metagame. So what are you doing,
Come
Johnny?
on,
I
come
mean-
on.
To be fair, canonically, we've known each other for like a day and a half.
Yeah, like actually, you barely know me for like, well, barely an hour.
You've known each other
known
for
me
like
for 5 minutes.
6 hours. Yeah, Sierra's known
And
you
I don't
guys for
even-
5 minutes.
I don't even like have good impressions of two of these guys because they said to pet.
Yeah, you're fine if they die.
Yeah, I don't really care if these two guys die, but everyone else, I'll help them.
Oh man,
I won't put
like-
them in front of me if someone's shooting. You know how it is.
so, with my great sword, I'll try to like, before like I cut into it with the great sword, I'll try to like aim the cut towards the blue one to hit it with
I
the
just
blow.
realized my cat's still standing there.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage, since you're trying to do this sort of fancy maneuver.
Okay. Is it going to roll? Okay. No, it's not. And just close it out and reopen it. Johnny. Okay. Okay. The 16 hit.
Yes, a 16 does hit.
And it was natural one.
Wait. What?
I rolled a natural one plus 15.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. So I need to know how much damage you deal to it before I say anything else.
14.
Okay. Johnny lifts himself up a little bit, just enough to swing down this massive greatsword, sort of cutting deep into it. It's like taking down like this butcher knife and just sort of hacking into it. And in doing so, you cut deep within its armor, your blade embedding into it, and you pivot it, trying to spray this caustic viscera towards the blue one, which means that it also hits Freddy and Holgear. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Wait, so me and Holgear? I mean, Hoplock?
Holgear and Freddy need to make dexterity saving throws.
Did you make
I'm
the
gonna
blue
say
one?
you too, Johnny. Just because only because you rolled a 1 will I make you roll as well.
Dexterity saving throw, okay. I got a 20.
Freddy got the 20?
Yes.
Okay. You take 7 points of acid damage.
And halving that.
No, you do not have that.
No?
No, because it is not
Okay.
physical damage. It's acid damage.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm currently outside trying to find something.
Okay. Holgear, what did you get? He might be doing
Oh, I'm
something
sorry. I
too.
didn't realize I had to roll something.
Yes.
I got 13.
Okay.
I'm rolling, sorry.
You also
Thanks,
take 14 points of acid damage. As you cut into this thing, you accidentally catch yourself a little bit with this acidic spittle.
They're not
I
again.
got a 22 con save.
Okay, you succeed, which means you only take 7 points of acid damage. As Johnny releases this acidic spray towards the group of you going underwater. You're thankfully mostly underwater, so you only get a little bit on your face. The blue one does take a lot of that acid damage too. So I mean, it worked.
Right, about to
Jack,
cost him a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you did too deep of a cut that it was too big of a slice that it did sort of a spray rather than a sort of like a poke would have done like a single jet that you might have been able to steer a little bit better.
At this time, I'll try to like get better angle of, like instead of trying to cut into a kind of like a light poke,
Okay.
and I'll try to.
Just a reminder, slashing damage is going to do a spray, but piercing damage would do the stream.
If only I had stats of someone looking there could stab.
Yep. If you're going to try and aim the spray again, please roll with disadvantage to hit.
Okay.
Which I legitimately don't think you can miss. So, I guess it's just if you roll a 1 again. Because his
25.
AC is 15, so you can't miss.
So 25.
Yes, you do so. I'm going to allow Freddy and Holgear to roll with advantage on their saving throws, since you are aiming this better. And
Saving throw
this
for what?
dexterity.
Dex. Dirty 20.
Okay. What's the damage, Johnny?
With my weapon or
Yes, because you hit it.
16.
Okay. So, Holger, since you succeeded, you only take 8. Freddy, what did you get?
13.
That is a fail. So you take 16 points of acid damage. Both of these creatures are looking relatively low at the... I would not say necessarily in the red, but definitely looking haggard and looking like they might change up their strategies, considering how badly things are going. Well, actually, the blue one's probably gonna keep running away with its haul. That is 2 attacks, Johnny.
I
Anything else you do?
kind of forgot about this thing. I'll use my free action to pull out my the how I call it the weapon that I made before we left.
Okay, yeah, you can just change weapons if you want to do that.
Okay, I'll do that, and I will use. I will try to like shoot into it.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, you've got like your big weapon still stabbed into it, so you're just sort of using that as a handle as you draw your other weapon. What is this other weapon?
it's it, design of it kind of it very much resembles a crossbow, but it kind of almost entirely engraved with various runes, and it's kind of like the shape of a crossbow, but almost entirely reshaped. Not
Okay.
have the same function.
Go ahead and make an attack roll, I guess. Which one are you attacking?
Okay. It does piercing damage, so I'll try to shoot into the green one.
Okay. Typically, ranged attacks within melee are at disadvantage, but because you are technically grappling this thing, you would have advantage, so this will just be a straight roll.
Okay. Okay, 22.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And the spell I'm going to use, it will be Sacred Flames.
What?
You have to
do you
make
mean? I thought you were making a weapon attack with your crossbow.
Yeah, but like, the weapon can also cast spells, as well as projectiles.
Gotcha. So it's
Casting the spell through
I don't actually know what weapon you're using. I haven't seen it, so I don't know how it works. You'll have to send me the information after this session.
Yeah, cause like I created it in my character sheet.
Okay.
Cause I customized it.
All right. So Sacred Flame, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not like Guiding Bolt that has an extra effect or whatever. So that's just fire damage?
I think it's radiant.
It's radiant.
Oh, Radiant. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if it was fire damage, then something would have happened. But if it's just Radiant damage, then yeah, you just deal that damage.
If it is fire damage, we are going to have a cookout.
What was the damage?
It's 16.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
2-8.
It kind of slumps down a little bit, kind of like falling to one knee a little bit, but then it sort of gets back up. I do have this thing that I don't think I've ever actually introduced before, but if you deal enough damage to certain creatures, if you hit like a quarter of their health in a single turn, you can stagger them. So that means that next turn this creature will not do anything. I don't think this has ever come into play in any of my campaigns before, because no one's ever dealt this much damage in a single turn. Without like outright killing something. Arthas is going to try and attack this little dude again. And he does it. Okay, yeah, he like sends the sword straight in and just sort of pierces right between the face. And the thing falls limp in your grasp, Sierra. It is dead. Holgir, you are up. It's this one, right? Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was brushing my teeth.
All good?
Let's see. I'm currently being drugged, correct?
Yes. You are just
Grapple.
barely keeping your nose above the water at the moment.
Okay. And is another individual who was with me, Freddy, also grappled?
At the start of the next round, you will be holding your breath, and you can hold your breath a certain number of minutes. I believe it's 3 plus your Constitution score.
Yes. So I'm going to try what is called a pro gamer move, and try and telekinetic shove it away from me, thus breaking grapple.
Okay.
Wait,
Does
can't
that
you
sort of
telekinetic
thing
shove
work with
yourself?
forced movement?
Yeah, that's why I didn't shove the one that Sierra was holding, because it would have broken grapple.
Yeah. Wait, can't you shove yourself and fail this
Yeah.
save on purpose?
Oh yeah, you're right. I can shove myself if I want to. It just seemed more cinematic to shove the big guy.
Let's see. And as a bonus action, you can shove a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target must succeed a strength saving throw, or be moved 5 feet. I'm gonna say that if you want to attempt to break grapple, it will need to make the. So whether or not you want to push it away from you or you away from it, I'm still gonna say that it needs to make this strength check.
Okay. DC 17. Either direction.
That's a natural 18.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna kill it.
Okay.
I thought you would just like silver barb
If it
that.
wants to play this kind of game, I'm just gonna kill it.
Oh, okay then.
I thought you
Okay.
would just like silver barbs it.
It has advantage because it's in the water.
Yeah, but silver barbs
That
replace the end result for another die and you pick the lowest. So after you succeed. So if you have advantage, you can turn advantage into disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's its mistake. It's gonna die here, so...
Wait, which one is he killing?
The one that you're
Well,
on.
Blue.
Whoa, easy there, buddy. I'm riding this thing.
Yeah, well, I'm in its grasp, so tough tits.
Who doesn't enjoy some tough
Yes. Carapace tits.
I'm
Oh,
unsure how
no.
to reply to
I
that,
I
Sparrow.
passed crab biology. I know how this works.
All right, if he's gonna kill it, I would like to jump to shore.
Well, let's see if he kills it first.
Okay, so that's 31 to hit.
Let's see. Let me just check the AC. And it's already been
Yeah.
reduced, so you succeed by double.
Okay. So that's at 12 points of hitting, and how's it looking? 12 points of damage.
It's looking hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
For a dirty 20.
Yeah.
And this time I'm going to do 16 points of damage and put a defensive flourish on it.
What's
means I
defensive
will
flourish
increase-
do?
It means I will deal an extra D8 worth of damage and add that same D8 to my AC. 7.
How do you want to do this?
As it drags me into the water, I sort of like flail around, but then as I go slightly under the waves and actually open my eyes, I see that it's really focused on Freddy at the moment, so I'm just gonna slip my sword in underneath one of the carapace ledges and sort of like wiggle it around in there, sort of like making his innards, really taking effects of the acid of Toxist as I kind of just stir its guts.
Okay. Yeah,
Within the knife.
as it pulls you under the water, you are trying to push it away with your blade, and it just digs deeper and deeper. And as you start to fall underneath the waves, the weight of it is still pulling you down and down until its grip loosens and you're able to break from the surface. And as you watch, this thing just sort of falls deeper under the water, its shadow slowly fading away, but you watch as this energy that was coursing through its body starts to reverberate and just sort of spitter out and flutter and die and disappear as it is nothing more than a memory in the waves. Freddy, you want to use your reaction to jump to shore? How about you make an acrobatics check for me? Or athletics. I will allow athletics, but the DC will be higher.
Okay. I'm gonna retract my statement. Instead of jump to shore, can I jump to the other one that Johnny is on?
Sure. The DC will be a little lower.
Alrighty, what?
But you would still have to make a grapple check after the fact. So either make an athletics or acrobatics check.
My athletics is the only highest thing I really have at the moment.
Okay.
So athletics.
You're gonna fall over because there's so much weight on it.
I got a 15.
Okay. That is enough to make it to it. You just sort of kick off, just kicking the body of this thing into the water further as Holger like resurfaces and you leap to this other one. I need you to now make a grapple check. So make a strength. Make the same skill check.
I'm sorry?
Make an athletics check again.
Another
Also,
athletics.
for my movement, I'm going to spend 20 feet of movement because I gain an extra 10 foot from my defensive flourish and move 20 foot towards the shore.
That means that you can move 10,
Alrighty.
20.
Take some pieces for me.
Sure.
Alrighty, I got a 23.
Also, my AC is now a 24.
Okay.
He moved to
Freddy-
out of the water
Freddy
because he got, like,
leaps
40
to-
feet total.
Now that there's several handholds in the carapace of this creature that Johnny just made, Freddy, you leap towards this thing and you manage to grab hold of this armor and sort of climb up on top of it. You both are taking up the majority of the surface area. Only 2 people can really fit on top of this thing, and even then it's fairly cramped. Freddy, you dig your fingers into the sort of acidic guts of this creature accidentally, and it does not feel very good. You don't take any damage, but it's very gross.
It shouldn't really bother me all that much because I don't care about slimy shit.
Okay. Havelock, you are up.
Like, at this point, this crowd can't even move at this point.
So
how's
just
the weather? John?
Pretty good.
nobody sees Havelock.
Oh, where you go?
Because I'm gone. Where am I?
You're in the water. That's
Yes,
what I
I know
remember.
where I am. I'm in. Alright, so.
Yeah, I'm not from it too.
Is that blue one over there dead? Why is it spinning?
Yes, it's dead.
Damn
Just
it.
blowing back up.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my
The
pet.
green one's next.
I want to leave the body there in case you want to loot it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll come back to eat him later. Anyways,
Okay.
the green one's almost dead, and there's no way in hell they're gonna let me.
The green one's low.
Yeah, but even if I decide to tame it, they're both just gonna keep railing on it.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Considering the fact they're both on its head right now, playing Mario something, whatever it's
It
called. They're doing
probably
that one
won't survive
mini
another
game.
round.
It's not gonna survive another round, considering what's happening.
But it does
Like,
go at the end of the round, so we'll see if it gets a turn.
I want to team the yellow one then, because the other two are gonna. One of them's dead, and the other one's definitely gonna be dead. I want that yellow one. He's smaller
Okay.
than the rest, but he could be useful.
Okay.
Alright, I want to use all of my movement speed, and then I want to toss my spear.
Let's see. What's your base movement speed?
30.
If you just walk 30 feet, you would be 15 feet from it.
Yeah, never mind. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right, now how to tame this dude?
You're sort of
How
like on the
to
other
crab.
side of this sort of big beach rock from it, but you can both coerce each other.
Can I set his speak to it?
Yeah. Do you speak at it in common?
I'm gonna sigh to speak to it in common.
All
Because
right.
that's the
What do you
probably
say?
the best. Hmm.
I'm gonna build a sandcastle.
Did you just say, do you want to go build a sandcastle?
Do you want to build a sandcastle?
Hey,
No.
big crab
Come
man.
on, let's go and swim.
Let's go build a sandcastle. That's pretty much the only thing me and it have in common. Both like being in the ocean. And we can both come out of the ocean.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm Port Crab?
No.
I mean, I could come out into the ocean, but there are like a whole bunch of creatures that can
You know
come out
what?
into the
Take a
ocean.
genetic test.
You don't have
I
a
gotta go get
carapace.
myself DNA test.
You have a distinct
I-
lack of skin.
That's a sentence.
I mean,
I have a
I mean-
distinct lack of skin.
Yeah.
he might evolve into a crab.
I mean, maybe eventually I could evolve into a crab. I don't know anything
Carcinization.
about this race. Who knows? I'll turn into
You
a crab one
found the
day.
secret Act 3 twist. Where everyone
no, I
starts
get
turning
turned
into crabs and nobody knows why. You find a ghost town that just has crabs in all the houses.
That's not a ghost town. That's just a crab town.
That's a normal town for me. That's
Might be
just
like
a
a
town
fire.
to me, Sparrow.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know. I was
Like,
making jokes.
Fireman comic book. It's
Speak
like-
to it.
Oh, I
Little Italy,
fucking-
little crab Italy.
What the heck? I'm sorry, Butterman. What did you just say?
Little crability.
I'm not-
Crability. I'm tired, okay?
I can understand that. Okay, so
We can tell
Uh,
Krabby.
shut up. I'm gonna try to speak to it and say that its allies are both gonna fall soon. Well, one of its allies are already dead, while the other one's about to fall. I'd recommend it surrender itself now, because there's no way it's gonna be able to beat every one of us.
I want to kill it.
Whoever said that, piss off.
Who else would say this?
And I'm gonna say I'm gonna offer it. I'm gonna offer it a deal. If it's, I'll make sure they don't kill you.
No promises.
You say these words towards it, but it doesn't seem to respond.
Hmm.
Great arrow fly from nowhere.
Bro, you gotta find a new shtick. 'Cause this comedy ain't doing your thing.
Who was that for?
The murderer.
Which one? Like all of us have killed people.
The one that's
I
consistently
think
annoying.
no one really.
You talking about Freddy?
I'm talking about the one that's constantly killing pets.
Oh, so
So-
Freddy.
Ready.
I don't think this one's gonna work, Chief.
Alright, I'm gonna... You said I can see it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna start doing the sighting. I'm gonna start to cast the spell on it.
Okay.
Let me go see what thing is for it. If I go silent, I crash. Is my mic still messing up, by the way?
Nothing
Nah.
fine.
Did you crash?
I think you might have crashed. Yeah, I think he crashed.
Hmm.
That's unfortunate. I didn't hear
Yeah.
him disconnect.
When I crash, for some reason it just shows me still in here, but I'm not in here.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. So yeah, I can't find the spell's details.
What's the spell?
Seduction? Seduction? One the Sidon has.
Does anyone understand what he's saying?
Why are the other two?
Suggestion, I think.
The
Oh,
you look for the
suggestion.
spell details. Yeah.
Here, I can pull it up for you. Basically, you can try and convince something to do something for you.
No, I'm trying to like see what the row is to tell you what that is. I know it's like 13, but I don't know what like if it's wisdom or something.
Yep, wisdom saving throw.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna... What the heck, why is Butterman sending me? Butterman, sold your thing, it's at 14!
What do you suggest it?
I guess to...
You
How long's the
suggest a
duration on
course
the
of
spell?
action, an activity, limited to a sentence or two.
How long is the duration of the spell? Like, if I say for it to...
8 hours.
Yeah. So basically, if you convince it to dig a hole, it will do it for 8 hours.
Okay, I'm gonna convince it to just sit there and do nothing. For 8 hours.
Does it make with advantage?
Oh wait, I should probably not be looking at the other two people in front of me, shouldn't I?
No, that's fine. You can target specific creatures.
Oh, okay. I thought I was about to make all of you guys sit there and do nothing for 8 hours.
It doesn't say anything about rolling with advantage if it's already in combat. Either way, I don't think it would understand that it's not currently fighting you. So,
Fair point.
considering that you were stealthed as well, so I will just make it a roll.
Wait, does that mean like the two people right there, they don't even know where my voice came from? They just hear me yelling at the crab from somewhere?
Well, you just ran out of the ocean, so now they can see you. But
Oh, okay.
There you are.
It just met the DC, so unfortunately it sort of turns towards you, just sort of with a neutral expression, and then as soon as like I think Arthas sort of like flinches, it readies, like getting ready to continue fighting these two. So
God dang it.
unfortunately, there's no effect.
Can I do anything else this turn, or am I out?
I mean, that was just your action. You still have your bonus
Okay.
action. And I will say, if you want to make a persuasion or intimidation check as a bonus action, you may do so.
my
But
God.
it did not seem to share the same language as you. It does not speak
Dang it.
common.
It doesn't speak fish.
It doesn't speak common. You did not speak to it in fish.
Alright, I'm going to do an intimidation, and I'd like to use a, instant 20,
For a total of?
21.
Okay. What do you intimidate it to do?
I'm gonna try to make it back down from the fight.
What do you say? Just like, don't fight me or I'll kill you. Like what's the terms? Say it to me.
Okay, I gotta think. Even if you manage to defeat all three of us, there's still about 4 more people here willing to kill you, so I'd recommend you just back down right now. Because once your comrade over there's dead and he like points over the green room, you will be the next one on the list.
Okay. Yeah. It seems to sort of take a step back and sort of raise up its arms. Like it was readying to attack. Like it's just been attack mode this entire time. Now it's sort of in a defensive stance. Like if anything comes at me, I'm gonna be ready. But it's not currently going to be attacking anybody. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, and I'm gonna like yell at the other two. Do not try to attack it. Just let it be. As long as we don't attack it, it's not gonna do anything yet.
It's now its turn.
If it says anything, I'm gonna kill it. I don't want to kill it. I want to keep it as a pet, but I will if I have to.
And it simply stands there.
It won't.
Sierra, you're up.
I want to move 15 feet to the side and 1 up, so I get to the other side of him. So if he no, to the other side.
5, 10, 15, 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he tries to do something, I'm going to grab and suplex this guy.
Okay. You watch as it sort of like moves its arms, like one is ready to attack Arthas and the other is ready to attack you, Sarah. Not like it's ready to attack, but it's, just...
Expecting one attack.
Yeah, it like turns sideways in between you two.
Like, if you decide anything, it would be there to
Yeah.
fight, pretty much. He's in a defensive stance.
You know how, like, when people are in a shootout and they're, like, pointing their guns one direction and then someone comes up behind them, they turn sideways and point in different directions? That's kind of what it's doing. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. It's the green one's go. And it's going to attempt to shake you both loose. So Johnny and Freddy make athletics checks.
Oh, why does this keep happening? Alright, I'm pressing and holding. Give me a second.
Athletics.
Or acrobatics.
Okay.
But because you're both strength-based characters.
18.
Okay.
20.
Oh my goodness, you both just barely succeeded. Uh,
Is it like 19?
no, I rolled a 17 and he got an 18. Roll again. He's gonna do the same thing again.
Again?
Yep. Trying to shake you
Twitch
both
hack.
off.
Well, 25. He definitely lives.
14?
No! You get knocked off! Yeah. He just knocks you into the water. Boosh. Right there. What'd you get, Freddy?
The next thing he does, climb back again.
Oh, brother, I fall in.
What'd you get, Freddy?
You say either acrobatics or athletics, right?
Yes.
$23.
Okay, you're still on. It's then going to move deeper into the water. With Freddy still on him.
I'm just imagining like it bumps into the blue one and the blue one's like slowly sliding away now.
Johnny and Holger, I need you to make dexterity saving throws as the water laps up onto the shore once more.
Damn it,
Oh.
Talia.
Also, this whole time my cat just saying meow.
Wait, didn't Johnny
24.
got an attack of opportunity?
It's emotional support cat. It's just here to give us emotional support.
Wait, Johnny didn't get an attack of opportunity when the thing go to the depths.
15.
You're in water.
Yeah,
but
he was
did-
knocked prone in the water. He was struggling to. Maybe it has a special ability that it doesn't get opportunity attacks while it's in the water. You don't know.
I mean, each one of these crabs seems to like have their own special thing. Like the blue one was like powered up by electricity.
Well, they had
Okay,
like
come out.
special attacks that he didn't get to use, but that's fine.
So I'm guessing each one of these are like different, have like some kind of ability of their own.
So, like, yeah, the blue one came like.
Yeah,
could
it's
start
not
people
like the
with magic.
yellow one was the only one to come up on land for some reason. Even though they all get buffed for being in the water, it's not like this one came up on the land for no reason.
No
Wait
idea
a
what you're
minute.
talking about.
I think that's a hint.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink.
Maybe it's a
nudge,
self-cooking crab.
Johnny and Holger,
nudge.
would you get?
Self-cooking crab.
Oh, I got a 15.
I had a 24.
Also, what in the fresh hell is that? Oh wait, you just flipped it upside down.
Yeah. So Holger, you get moved 10 feet, and Johnny only gets moved 5 feet. Since you succeeded. It is now this little guy his turn.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna move
that's
up
a
and try to attack you,
Wait,
Holger. He's still alive.
That's his first mistake.
11.
Is that a crab?
Nope.
All right, that's his turn. Freddy.
Oh, it's a Mirelurk. I just realized.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of the carapace creepers is
I
still
thought that
there.
was a
His first
I thought
mistake
that
or
was
his
one
last?
of us this whole time. I didn't even realize that was a crab.
Yeah, that was one of the
I was
first
just
waves of
wondering who the
enemies. It's still
I was
there.
wondering just like who the hell's standing there for some reason. Like I don't really know who that is. That's a weird profile picture. I just realized that's a crab.
Bruh.
Damn, I feel stupid.
Blissfully unaware.
I
You've been
am
fighting
blind.
crabs
what
this whole
the
time,
hell?
and you thought it was the
I
one
just
human
did
in
it,
there.
brother.
I thought that was like one of us was like standing there for some reason.
Just stand there
I just
blissfully unaware.
zooms in
Oh,
on the
other
crowd.
Just one guy.
I want him as a pet too, but he's about to die, so.
Freddy, what are you doing?
Oh.
Hey, Spill, you mind if I ask you a question?
So,
At the start of next turn, you will be underwater and unable to cast spells with verbal components.
so, I've been thinking long and hard about this.
Translation, you just thought of it just now.
There's
Not gonna lie, that
one-
laugh is getting
There's
pretty
one
annoying.
spell that I have yet to use.
Translation, he just realized he had it on his character sheet.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens to me.
No, I've been looking at it for like a good solid 3 minutes.
So you haven't been thinking about this for a long time, and Sparrow was correct.
Alright, come on. Show us what you got.
Show us
Show
those
us
big
what
guns
you-
you've been hiding.
So what's your move?
Captain
Sparrow, is it possible for me to cast Hellish Rebuke?
It's only if you get hit.
Isn't that a reaction spell?
Yeah,
reaction
you have to
when
get
you
hit.
take damage.
Yeah, it's one reaction. Fuck.
So, yeah,
Mhm.
whenever you take damage, when it's not your turn, you can use your reaction to cast this spell.
Right, okay.
So, you know,
Okay,
all
oh,
those
no.
times that you got attacked, you could have been burning people.
See, what's the best way to kill this thing quickly?
Oh, I know, you could try and drown it.
I am not understanding one word.
He said you can
Drown
try
it.
to draw him.
You ever just strangle a fish underwater trying to drown it? Where's that money, Lebowski?
Honestly, say no.
That's such a good comeback too. It's like, where's that money, Lebowski? Where is it? I think it's down there. Let me take another look.
I'm like reading up some of my stuff.
Just kill it, man.
Alright, I'll use my breath weapon blue.
Okay. This old chestnut, huh?
So that damage is 12.
It needs to make the saving throw. It does not. So, yeah, you just unhinge your jaw and you watch as a spark of light and he just fires his laser into the top of this thing. It's still alive.
Can I do it again?
Sure.
Firing my bra.
Let's go. 16.
Alright. Okay, yeah, it feels. There's this sort of like as just sort of Freddy like powers his beam up even more. It is still alive.
Wasn't it staggered?
Oh, you're right. It was staggered. So it wouldn't have shaken Johnny loose, and it wouldn't have moved out here. You are so right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, it would have just stayed here. Either way, Freddy's still attacking in it.
I'd like to think about the gymnastics John is doing to not being hit by the laser.
I don't know what else to do.
Okay, I think that's the end of your turn. Johnny, it's your turn.
Okay.
The yellow one's just watching in the distance as you kill its breather.
A stabbing into it, blasting it into hell. Good times. Okay. So, I'm going to pull out my great sword, and I'll use my bonus. At least not. I'll use my bonus action to. Where is it? I'll use the element weapon states to put an enchantment on the weapon.
Okay.
And I'll add a 1d6 fire damage.
Okay.
And I'll try to stab into his back.
Roll for it.
Okay. You'll stab him. Does a 34 hit?
Pretty sure a 15 will hit.
Probably.
Yeah, sorry, I had to check the sheet. Roll damage.
$17 points of slashing damage, and
Okay. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
and 1 point of fire damage.
Oh. Well, actually. Still make the dexterity saving throw.
Now we are going to say that the acid is also flammable and he's going to explode.
$14.
Freddy, what'd you get?
I'm sorry. What am I rolling for?
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm over here watching TikToks.
Come on, man.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
Watch a gold stab at time.
Hey, I may be playing a video game, but at least I'm paying attention.
Oh wait, my screen went white. Oh wait, what happened? Hello? Oh, that's why my browser crashed.
Like, the only
Goodness
thing I missed was
gracious.
the fact that there was a crab still here and I had no idea.
Freddy, this is the reason why turns take so long, is because people aren't paying attention.
Hey, I'm paying attention.
I'm sorry, that's on me.
So, you guys gonna eat that crab, or?
Well, we'll have to find out.
Dexterity saving throw, mine is a 2.
Okay. What was the original amount of damage, Johnny?
Let me go back to
With the
thing.
slashing damage?
It was 17 slashing and 1 fire.
Okay. Freddy, you take 9 points of damage because even though you failed, the damage is halved because the fire damage seals up the wound. which means that you only take 4 points, Johnny, because you take half of that.
Oh. I'm not gonna blow up.
It is still alive, though. You got one more attack in you?
Yeah, I will.
No need to roll to hit. You can't miss. It's just roll damage.
Yeah.
And remember, it's not
18.
it's not poison gas. It doesn't burn. It's acidic blood.
But that'll be flammable. So
What's the damage?
18 slashing and 2 fire.
Okay, I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws. Okay, you take 4 points of acidic damage. Freddy?
Ready.
You're still alive?
Yeah, I got 16.
Okay, you take 4 points. How would you like to do this, Johnny?
Okay. So after the first one didn't quite finish off, I'll try to try to stand directly on top of it and try to bring out straight onto his head. And try to cook it from the inside.
Okay. Yeah. With the smoking carapace, the hole that Freddy has burned into it. I think both of you tag team just start pulling pieces of it off. Just tearing into its carapace and just pulling it apart and just stabbing and cutting away at it and just sort of disassemble it from top to bottom. This thing is dead. You are still in water though. And there is still one more carapace creeper. Is that your turn, Johnny? I guess you still have movement.
Yeah, I'll just jump off and probably get the little small crab, I guess. No, actually no. I'll try to cut off a piece from the blue one.
You have 30 feet of movement?
40.
Oh. 10, 20, 30. Move here to 40?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What are you trying to get from the blue one?
Just
Actually, I'm going to say that at this point, it's sunken underneath the water, so if you want to go down 10 feet into the water, you can reach it. But you'll be here.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
See, this is why we need the yellow one, so we can pull the other two out of the ocean.
Or you or I can pick it up since we can breathe underwater. And we probably have swim speeds.
Yeah, but it'd be faster if we use the yellow one.
I would say that as sort of once combat is done, you can pull these bodies ashore relatively easily. And leave them
So I got a question.
Yes.
How big is the yellow one compared to the other two?
Same size, 10 feet tall.
Oh, they're all the same? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that the yellow one
They
was,
all look identical. There's just sort of this magical aura of them that are different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, otherwise they look identical. Completely undiscernible except for their auras.
That's a bit racist to fish. What, all fish look alike to you?
Johnny, what was there anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Arthas is going to take a step back and is not attacked. It's like, well, that's one way to handle things, I suppose. Holger, you're up.
Yeah, he said something about his fire alarm going off, and he's going to check.
Who? What? Oh,
It's on discussion.
his fire alarm's going off. Oh dear. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Havelock, do you want to do anything? Just
Are
as
we
a
skipping him,
reminder,
or-
Havelock, you can have Garfield move on your turn. It's just if you want him to do something, you have to use a bonus action to make him do stuff.
Alright, I'm all good.
I'll just assume that he's walking around with you if you want.
Just say like he's with the guy that just took his turn.
Who just what?
Arthur. He's with Arthur.
Arthas.
Oh,
he's-
Arthas, yeah. You two
Yeah,
are
he's just
standing
like-
right next to each other.
Alright, I'm gonna use my movement speed and head towards the front of the crab. Why does the screen keep turning green? Is that just me or?
That's just you, I think.
Damn it, I have crappy Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like head to the front of the crab so I can talk to it
Okay.
face to
5,
face.
10, 15. I guess I move here. Maybe.
Alright. Does the crab like point its claw at me now or?
It has sort of one of the claws sort of hovering, but yes, ready to snap out in an instant.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do a persuasion now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say like show I'm not a threat, and I'm gonna like stab my spear into the sand, and then put my hands up so it like sees that I'm not gonna attack it.
Okay, make a persuasion
Wait.
check.
Wait, it seemed like Arthas said something about they having a hive.
This
mind or something.
isn't a verbal thing. He's just sort of showing a disarming move. So
Yeah, but like the same way that he saw like every single one of his companions being dead and yelling at his mind through the hive mind.
technically
but you ha-
speaking, Havelock never attacked anything.
He
I
attacked.
missed my
the
only
first
attack,
wave.
so technically
No,
I
no,
haven't done
he-
anything.
He attacked on the last session.
And I missed,
Jeez.
remember? So
I think
I
he'll be
haven't
one of
landed
the
a
last.
single attack through this fight, so
Yeah,
he's
the
trying.
only thing he did hit was a Carapace Creeper, and that was before these guys came out.
Yeah, but if they all have a hive mind, they know, right?
What makes you think they have a hive mind?
Arthas said something about that. And the queen, right?
I specifically stated that they don't have a hive mind. That they
Oh,
they
okay.
have a hive mentality. That they have
Oh,
like
okay,
different
okay.
roles, the way that ants
so they
do.
act like a hive, but they're not hive mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are
A hive
plenty
mind
of
stat.
creatures, bugs and whatnot, that work
Similar
as a
to
unit,
ants.
but don't, have one sort of coordinating mind that controls them.
So like ants.
Yes, exactly. I've stated that 3 times now.
Alright, I'm gonna use another auto 20 for 21.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say like, I'm not here to harm you. I'm here to talk to you. I'm like the only one here who doesn't want to just.
It doesn't
flat out
understand your language, so it doesn't react when you speak to it.
I'm gonna like. I've used all my movement speed, right?
You've got 10 more feet.
Alright, and I have no weapon, and it sees I'm not trying to attack it.
Okay.
I'm gonna like slowly walk towards Yellow Crab
Okay.
with the rest of my movement speed.
You're like right up next to it, so you can't walk into its square.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But you step forward towards it, and it moves its claw, and just sort of like pokes you in the chest of like, don't come any closer. But it hasn't grabbed you.
Okay, so it's being defensive, but it's not being aggressive. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any kind of spells that will let me talk to the dang thing? I can speak
Uh,
to fish, but I'm not really sure this thing counts as a fish.
You can.
It is a sea creature.
Is
Yeah, but it's
combat
more of a
over?
crustacean than a fish.
Sparrow.
Yes.
Is combat over right now?
The green one's still alive, so I'm guessing not.
No, the green ones that.
The little
Oh,
cat.
the little one.
Oh, you guys killed it?
There is one carapace creeper left that is hostile.
Alright,
yeah.
I'm just gonna
Whatever
stand.
comes to mind.
You know
I'm
what?
just gonna
At this point, it's not even really a threat. I will consider that you guys you can kill it next turn. So I will say that combat is over. If you guys want to drag the bodies ashore and attempt to loot them, you may. Do we want to end the session here or keep going?
I'm fine with either one. I'm gonna start to talk to this crab either way.
I think I'm good to go for another hour.
Let's see if it works by trying to speak to it in sea creature.
I'm still talking sea creature to him.
Okay, what do you say?
By the way, the only way for me to talk sea creature, I open up my thing that allows me to shoot out acid. So it like shows my row of teeth.
And you just kind of like start gargling at it.
Pretty
Or
much.
gargling acid.
Okay, what do you say?
All of your allies at this point have been defeated, and I will be honest, I don't wish to kill you.
Then why have you attacked us?
Because you are the ones that came up and attacked first. We wouldn't have laid our hands on any one of you.
You disturbed our home.
For that, I apologize. We did not know this.
We fear the surface dwellers.
Havelock like looks at it with like sympathies in its eyes when it says that, because he's similarly is kind of scared of being around humans and other people. I can understand your feeling in that.
We came ashore to fight against the creatures that disturb the waters. Our home was threatened.
Oh god, so they came up because of the fact that two damn goddesses are fighting.
Yeah, basically.
We are not the ones that disturbed your water. We are simply, I guess you could say, acquaintances to the ones. But you have nothing to fear. They will stop their little tantrums soon enough. They have no aggression towards you.
The gods have been angry for a long time now. We have been searching for a home for many centuries and been forced to move many times.
Is it decipherable, anything that I'm saying when talking like this?
The last
Kind of,
sentence, yes.
but at this point I'm really convinced I can speak fish in real life, because damn, that's hard to understand.
Like the last line you just said, I could understand that fully.
I mean, that's
What's
kind of
that
what
now?
I'm going for, is that it's not quite the same language, Havelock, but you're fairly able to tell the gist.
Oh, it's because like it's. Oh, I get it, because it's like from a different.
It's a
planet,
different way
pretty
of
much.
speaking, because the way that like fish and sharks would speak would be different from how like crustaceans would speak. So there is like a bit of like physicality barrier. It's not necessarily a difference in language, but it's more of like an accent, you know.
It's like Spanish, like in Mexico, to like the Spanish in Spain.
Yeah.
So
it's a
very hard
dialect
to
thing.
understand him. So yeah, I can understand him, just not really well. Ah, fuck! Go away! Leave me alone! I'm getting attacked by 3 different dogs.
Well,
Alright. So I'm talking to the crab dude. What was the last thing he said? It was...
basically, it's saying that they've been forced to be nomads. They've like moved around from like many different locations because their species is almost extinct because of like how they've been forced out of many different locations.
Oh.
Havelock like looks at it, then taps his own chest. So we are similar in many ways. I am one of the only one of mine left as well.
I am not one of the few that is able to walk on land. And with my blessing, I am able to draw power from the sun.
I might be capable of coming onto land, but I dislike coming up here at all times. I'm only here because he looks over towards the side that he stabbed into the sand. I have a mission at the moment.
It sort of glances over at the trident, and there's almost like a sense of recognition, but it doesn't say anything.
When can I do like a perception check to see if like I notice it?
I'm
Like,
letting
glance
you
over
know
towards
that
it?
you notice it.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna like have the Sidon turn into water and appear in my hand and hold it out towards the crab. Do you care to take a look?
It just sort of stares at you. It's going to refuse. And I'm not going to do the voice. It explains that it's superstitious.
Superstitious?
Yeah. As if it's like a bad omen to try and take another to take another creature's chosen weapon.
It's not really taking if I'm lending it to you. It's not for you to keep, and you're not stealing it from me. It's more like you're just taking a look.
Yeah, it doesn't want to touch it.
Very well. Havelock like puts it back on the ground to still show like he's not hostile to the crab.
Yep. Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I think I'll just bring the bodies of the water and try experimenting there.
Okay. For the most part, they've been torn asunder. But if you want to try and research them and their abilities or whatever, you can. But any sort of like loot that would be worth like selling to like an alchemist or something would be kind of hard pressed to find.
I want to know how they taste like.
You want to know what?
How they taste.
How they what?
They taste.
He's acting how they taste.
Oh, how they taste. do you do anything to sort of prepare the meat, or do you just sort of bite into it willy-nilly?
I just go into it.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, which one you buy into?
Yeah, that's also an important question. Which one? The green one or the
Try
blue
both.
one?
I think I would try the blue one first.
Okay.
They were yelling about like acid. 18.
Okay. You don't get sick, but the meat is very tough and very stringy. You can't think of like any good way that this would be prepared. A lot of the meat is just kind of tough, but also just sort of slimy and not very nutritious. You think very much the taste is just awful. If you can imagine like let's see, what's a good example? Have you ever had like pulled pork that was just like soaked in vinegar? Just like
escargot.
No, it really doesn't taste that fishy. Again, these are crustaceans, so they're more like insects than they are actual fish.
Like a slug. Like kind of sluggish.
I mean, if anyone's ever
tough.
eaten bugs, then you would kind of get an understanding of what.
I've eaten cooked grasshoppers.
I mean, yeah, you're not really biting through the carapace, so you don't really get that crunch. But there's just sort of this kind of tough, gooey texture to it, and just a terrible, terrible flavor.
Oh. Yeah, not really worth it.
The yellow one is just sort of looking on from a distance with a weird energy.
Gosh.
Alright, am I still able to talk to it, or is like, it's their turn right now?
No, you can keep speaking to it. You just weren't speaking the right language before, that's all.
Okay, I'm gonna...
It's not multilingual.
Havelock, like, puts his hand out towards a claw and simply says, we may not be of the same, I guess you could say, race? But to me, I see you similar to family than these people. You may not see the same. I do not wish to harm you, I do not wish to harm other sea life.
Your companions are quite barbaric.
For that, we agree. If I am honest, he looks over towards like the one eating one of the crabs. I dislike that one with a passion.
Me?
Yeah, you guys just like look over and see Havelock going like. The bug's just like.
Understand, you're just like gurgling, and then the crab's gurgling back.
I wonder if he's just gurgling or if it's like an alien situation where you have like a mouth within a mouth, and the inside mouth is speaking fish.
Well, my thing is like covered with like a humanoid face, but it like I can open up where the mouth area is to reveal like razor sharp teeth, and that's how I'm able to safely spit out acid. So kind of like a mouth within a mouth.
Yeah, similar to how like snakes and whatnot have like different like pouches in like their mouths and whatnot for stuff. Havelock just sort of like unhinges and like accesses a different part of his vocal system.
Like a gland, like in the throat.
Yeah, I have an acid gland in my throat that I spit acid from.
Yeah, the only thing is I don't understand like why he despised me since everything I done. so far
I'm
was
very.
helpful.
Havelock's pretty much scared of electric eels because he doesn't like electric eels.
Yeah. With like you might be afraid of me, but you don't have any reason to
He
be
doesn't
helping
know
you
your
all the time.
race. To him, you just look like an electric eel combined with a human.
Yeah, but I'm never being hostile towards you, right?
Well, yeah, he's not like being hostile towards you.
It's
He doesn't
called
really.
prejudice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's just being prejudiced towards you, but he doesn't like outright like if he gets the sense, he's not gonna just attack you.
Anyways,
As a
you
matter of
guys
fact,
are
he
doing
likes
separate
you
things
better
at the
than
moment.
Freddy.
Yeah, but you said you despise me the most. I'm like, why?
No, not you. I'm talking about Freddy.
You said the one that was eating the crab and it was me.
Oh, that was you eating the crab? I thought
Yeah.
that was Freddy.
Freddy,
That
do you
was-
eat
I
the
thought
crab?
that was Freddy or Zani. Okay, like he looks over towards Freddy and Zani and just like says he doesn't like them very much. As a matter of fact, he outright just hates one of them.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I thought you were Freddy or Zani.
Do
I'm sorry.
Freddy and Johnny want to try and eat it?
You guys want some crab?
No, well, I'm more or less trying to skin it, the crabs, more or less. I'm trying to get like the keratin.
Which part are you trying to skin?
Like whichever parts like hold like the magical aura within it.
Oh, you understand that there isn't like a core necessarily that you can like carve out a chunk of. Its genetics have been magically altered. So if you wanted to like harvest any sort of like the fluids or whatnot of their system, you could. Like obviously the green one, its internal liquids are just straight up acidic. If you want to harvest some of that. But the blue one, you don't know anything about it, so you just know that it was capable of conducting magical energy.
What I know is, I know it
I'll
tastes
try
like
to
shit.
study the blue one. I guess they're doing that.
Okay.
I'm trying to take some fluids from the green one.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, okay. Beyond. Survival?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, 8.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you're able to acquire 5 ounces of pure acid, but you're going to take 7 points of acid damage.
Okay.
So you can just go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Okay. Take an unintentional beating.
And there's probably still more that you can try to harvest from it if you want, but you'll want to be careful.
That's a lot of acid.
So you said 1 ounce?
7 ounces. Or 5 ounces and 7 damage.
Okay. 7 ounces.
You doing anything, Freddy? Are you still awake, Freddy?
Freddy.
I think he's asleep. Freddy, if you're talking, we can't hear you. So just type into chat or something. Yeah, I'm guessing he's asleep. That or away from the spawn. Unexpected.
I was trying to find metal pipes. There we go.
Alright.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
I'm gonna try to make like a little offering to the crab. Havelock reaches towards his waist and takes the water bottle that was tied to it and pulls it off.
As you reach for your hip, never mind. Go ahead with what you were saying. I was gonna make a going for your gun joke, but
Oh God, no, please. What was the crab like gonna reach for his and like pull out a gigantic gun?
No, he pulls out his katana. He was ready to cut the bullet in half.
This crab has a katana?
What were you getting? You were getting a bottle?
You know the bottle of water that I can console?
Oh yeah.
I take it out and I'm gonna like try to make an offer to the crab.
Okay. You just
Your people are basically gone. And I'm sorry about that. I would have preferred none of us have died today. I'd like for you to stay with me. I know it won't exactly be easy to stay with someone who's hanging around that just murdered a lot of yours. And I'm not saying for you to forgive them, but I'm simply saying stay with me. You won't have to go off on your own. You could be with someone who's similar to you.
make a persuasion check.
I'd like to use my final instant 20 for 21.
Goodness gracious. Okay. Fine.
I really want this crab, okay? I like him. He's similar to me. I
It
wish I
would
could have saved
seem
more.
that my chances of survival would be better with you.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I will be at your service.
And he kind of gives a little bow.
Puts his hand on his like head to show respect. And then what he does is he like puts the water bottle towards it, and he has the water come out and go onto the crab to help it out a little because it's still on land.
Will the water in that water bottle only has like the enchantment to turn into a blade? But I mean, he's fine on land, and you can see that he's actually like he's solar powered. He explains to you that he's solar powered, and he doesn't need water. He's just more comfortable in water.
Ah, so he's like me.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't need water. I just really feel a lot comfortable in water.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I just made a new companion.
Yeah. His name is Gargamel.
All right. I'm
and
just gonna.
I will be role-playing him as an NPC. He is not a sidekick to go on your character sheet.
Fair enough. I already have a cat.
So yeah, if the party wasn't gathering enough looks already, you guys will definitely have all the attention walking around. Yeah, and Arthas is like, oh my goodness, this is unheard of. This is definitely very interesting.
Yeah, we have a vampire, a half dragon person, a human, a bread cat, a large crab
Loaf.
person.
Thank you. It's a loaf.
You've got a lot of half people.
I mean,
Yeah.
at fucking diversity, am I right? May as well.
Yeah. half vampire, half dragon, half
Jesus.
fish.
I mean, I'm like not even like half fish. I'm like 25% fish and like just mixed with a bunch of different things. I'm not even
Half
sure
sea
what I'm
creature.
mixed with. Yeah, pretty much just half sea creature and a bit of human because I'm able to go on land.
He's one of the original races. He's one of the
So, yeah,
primordial races.
Yeah, you guys just like have one of the most diverse parties ever. You guys have a gigantic crab now as well. Vampires, dragons, snakes, demons. I think Freddy, are you a demon? Oh,
No,
I
he's a
just realized
dragon.
Freddy's. I thought he was a demon this whole time. I'm gonna be honest.
He breathes
like,
lightning.
Wait, he came from like a portal from hell.
Yeah,
Like, a
exactly.
while
You
ago.
literally said he came out of portal from hell, so I was like, oh, it's a demon.
No,
summoned the
I
demon.
said that there was a mountain that was cracking and the magma from the earth was coming up.
No, when he was first ever appeared, he came out of a portal made out of fire. Those were literally exact words. So my only imagination was like, a portal from hell then? Is this a demon? Like, the first time he was introduced, when he first came in against the Olmo guys, he came out of a portal that was on fire. So I was just guessing hell.
It's because the person that went into the portal first was a fire genasi.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost our fire genasi gunslinger.
Oh, okay. So I just, I'm even more of an idiot than I thought, huh?
That's okay.
Okay. It does kind of go with Havelock being like dumb sometimes.
That's all right.
All right, so I just made a new companion, and I will make sure I do my best to help him.
Okay. Do we want to end the session here? Do you guys want to do any more stuff? I mean, considering that it's just the couple of you guys, we can't proceed with the plot necessarily. But if there's any sort of looting you want to do, or other sort of crafting or whatnot, we can do that here at the end of the session.
I'd just like to, me and, Golgamel, is that his name?
Yes.
I'd like for me and him to start walking towards everyone else, and I'm just like, my thing goes back to normal, and I say, no one attack this one, he's a friend. He has sworn his loyalty to me.
He's just looking down at his brother splayed open on the shoreline.
Havelock just looks at him with sympathy, and he knows what it's like to just lose a lot of his comrades. Just all at once.
And watch them be butchered by people that are just curious.
Pretty much.
I mean, how would you feel if, like, someone from another country walked in and just had a fist fight in an alley and then ripped open their rib cage to see what their insides were like?
Like out.
Okay.
Fist fight in the alley, and that was it.
I heard him say fight in an alley and then he just was gone.
If you got in a... Let's say, like, someone from another country comes to visit, and then they get in a fist fight in the alley with, you know, someone from this country, and they happen to win, and they just straight up kill the person because, I don't know, they were trying to kill them because they were a robber or something, and they're like, ah, yes, I won. Now let me cut them open and drink their blood and see what their rib cage is like.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy, you know. And I literally just told him, you don't have to pretend like you like them. You don't have to hold back your hate. You can hate them all you want, just don't outright attack them.
He doesn't say anything, but you watch as he, like, opens up his claws and they snap shut very loudly.
Oh, right. I also put out my hand and my spear turns into water and it reappears in my hand again.
Okay.
So,
Here's
yeah,
the funny thing is that you'll have to be the translator for Gargamel, because he doesn't understand them and nobody understands him.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm just gonna have my cat just, like, still in with Gargamel.
Yeah, speaking of translations, I'm gonna stop doing messing with the crabs and I'm going to calmly walk over to the cat and I will like start messing with
It's
the
on top of
collar.
Gargamel.
Havelock, do you mind if I work on the collar for a moment?
Are you gonna
Havelock,
pour
like,
acid on the cat?
Please
No.
don't.
I'm trying to mess with the
Please.
collar.
Come on.
What's the collar?
I know I just got like a new pet technically, but don't do this. I want to have
No,
both
that's
of
not
them.
what I'm doing.
I like making
No,
companions
no,
and being
it's
like,
not it. You're entirely missing here.
what are you gonna do? Please explain carefully.
I'm asking you, can I please work on the collar on the cat?
Havelock like raises like what would be an eyebrow, but he doesn't have one, and he just like looks at you. Colo? My cat isn't wearing colo.
The thing that makes it speak the language no one here knows.
Ah, he points at his like forehead. You mean the headband?
Same thing.
Sure, and like Havelock just like looks up towards the cat and like puts his arms out. Come down here, please.
Okay. It jumps into your arms.
Alright, Havelock like puts it out towards Zani.
I'm gonna take it off the cat and try to like see if I can like work on it to change the language.
Havelock like looks at you and then presses. If possible, is it possible for you to make another one? And like he looks over towards the Gargamel. Being able to talk on his own would be very useful.
Yeah, if you want to either fix this item or research how it works, I mean, you could research it first, and then that'll help with the DC of fixing it.
Havelock like looks at you. Oh, and of course, I'm willing to pay if necessary. I have plenty of coin, and I'll pay for any expenses.
Okay. I'll cover the price after it's done. Figure out how difficult it'll be.
Sounds fair to me. Just let me know when you're ready.
And I'll first study it. I'll first study it first before I try to fix it.
Go ahead and make an investigation check if you want to research how it works.
Okay.
By the way, Sparrow, were you expecting me to tame the crab?
To tame the crab? No. I will say that I am mildly pleased because this is the first time that someone's ever solved combat with diplomacy.
I mean, Havelock doesn't like killing sea creatures. To him, all sea creatures are like family because he's connected to a whole bunch and he doesn't know which ones.
Fair
so
enough.
to him, like, if he sees like a normal fish, even though he has to like kill them and eat them, he doesn't like doing it. He feels guilty anytime like he kills like a shark or something.
And
But
you
he's-
know me, I have a backstory for everything that I present to you guys.
So yeah, I know like you can solve combat through many ways. Like that one time we were in like a cave and we surrounded them with blades, and then I came in and said, I'd like you guys to surrender your weapons and we'll let you live. And they surrendered their weapons and we didn't kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So diplomacy is always an option in D&D. It's just that in combat a lot of people can't do diplomacy, especially if like it's a different race that doesn't understand your language.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't a fishman, I wouldn't have been able to do any diplomacy.
Oh yeah.
I could decide to talk to it, but it wouldn't understand me. I'd be able to intimidate it the same, yeah. But talking to it would have been no. The only reason I'm able to talk to it is because I can speak to fish. And it can basically do like a different dialect of it, and you know what I mean.
What'd you get, Johnny?
The first roll was 22.
For the investigation?
Yes.
Yeah. You understand the general basis for how this works is that it taps into the intelligence of the creature and helps increase it.
Good, Ashley.
This
What?
means
Oh.
that creatures that are incapable of speech are like able to learn. And there is also an additional feature that this item can be imbued with a natural language that can be taught into it. Unfortunately, Common was not the option that was chosen. It was Vidalcan. So if you want to put Common in, you can do that. Also, if you want to, if you want to adjust it, if you want to change it, if you want to enhance it, you can do something like that with an Arcana check.
Yeah. So the first thing I'll do is
And if you wanted to make one of these, you would just need some time and materials.
Okay. And so I'll change the language to Common, and I might, if that goes well, I'll improve it to expand all the knowledge the person can get.
Yeah. If you wanted to add a language, it would be a slightly difficulter DC. Continuously adding languages makes it more and more difficult. But just like changing the language really isn't that difficult. So go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Oh?
What'd you get?
Yeah, okay. I didn't. Some reason it took me off the. My IO took off from another place for some reason. It connected my audio and my microphone to a different place. I don't know where. Okay, so Arcana.
Yep.
Night Sarah posted. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. It was Sierra, isn't it?
Yeah, Sierra.
I hate the fact that I'm Tilbert reading. Alright, well, I guess once Zani's done, we just...
Yeah, we can call it here.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. By the way, great campaign today. Everything went really well.
Yeah. Combat always takes a long time. Was not expecting it to take 2 whole sessions, but I think that's what happens.
I'm sorry
when we
about
get a
last
lot
week.
of people, we get a lot of turns.
Yeah, I'm sorry about last week. I didn't mean to screw up like that.
No, that's alright. It's not your problem. Or your fault.
I really need to get a better phone.
Yeah, and I got a 16 on the Arcana check.
Okay. You start to change the language, and it definitely seems like you'll be able to. But you're concerned that adjusting it too much will you go ahead and do it, but in the process you realize why this item was on clearance is that it's a bit unstable. So messing with it too much, it might accidentally break. So you realize that you were relatively close, but you didn't actually destroy it. But you know that if you were to make something like this, you would probably want to choose perhaps a better material to enchant onto rather than just sort of this cloth.
Okay.
Yeah. You just learn a little bit of information like that, basically, but otherwise, it goes fine and it works.
Oh, there goes Freddy.
I disconnected.
Oh, okay. I thought he left.
No.
So Betty was on the verge of breaking, but didn't. And if I want to make a better version of it, I would need an entirely different material.
Yeah, you would probably want to put it on like a circlet or something. The thing is that this was just sort of a simple enchantment placed onto this fabric. The fabric itself wasn't really enchanted to be, protected.
Better conducted.
Typically, how most magic items are is that they can't be destroyed through normal means. They have to be through like powerful magical means. This item doesn't have that sort of buffer. It could easily be like scratched or torn and then like destroyed. So if you would want to reinforce that, you would have to sort of enchant that sort of protection onto it. But that's also the reason why it was so easy to change as well, because it was...
it didn't really have that protection.
Yeah, exactly. It's like trying to write something on a chalkboard. It's not particularly very precise and distinct, and can be easily messed up. That's like
Okay.
the best visual that I can really give to it. So yes, it does work and it succeeds, but you do know that this item, should it be tampered with too much, might eventually just break. It's like if you take like a piece of wire and bend it back and forth, eventually it'll just snap off.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So if you wanted to keep changing the language on it, you could do it, but you think that eventually the cloth would get too ragged and just sort of disintegrate. That's all.
They kind of just hand it back to Havelock, well, to the cat, and I kind of say like, yeah, it's possible, but I probably would need an entirely different material if I want to make another device like this.
Oh, I can finally understand you now.
Oh my god.
Havelock puts his arm out and taps us on his. You did well.
Yeah, touch me.
Now, for the next one, it's kind of a custom order. He looks up towards Gargamel. Do you think you could make something for his size? It doesn't need to be the same kind of headband, but something that can go onto it.
Like how? Okay.
According to Sparrow, he's like 10 feet tall. And
Mhm.
how wide, Sparrow, is Gargamel?
I mean, his size kind of changes. He's got like this triangle shape to him, so.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you look at the game stuff channel, you can sort of see, like the general shape of him. There isn't like any specifically good spots to sort of attach anything to him.
I guess we could set and put it around his claws.
Yeah. Well, do I think I could engrave it into his Kerosene or no?
Yeah. I mean, you were able to enchant onto the carapace previously. You also would assume that if you were able to harvest the carapace, that it would make a decent item or armor.
Don't even think about it.
I'm not gonna do him.
You can take
I'll do
the
the
other
corpse.
twos. You leave his alone, understand?
Here, wear the dead skin of your brothers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put
Yeah,
just
no,
skin
you're
on.
not doing that to my new friend, okay? You're not making him...
I'll
It's
just like
bad enough
math.
we just murdered his entire people. Like, he's basically the last one of his people, similar to me. I'm like one of the last 5.
I
To be
mean,
fair, we didn't know.
if you imagine, like, if Freddy died and you're like, well, time to harvest his magical dragon organs, it's like that. It's just a little
He
weird.
has magical dragon organs?
Yeah, he's half dragon, kinda.
Yeah, if you
yeah,
if you wanted to weaponize his breath attack by like cutting out his vocal cords or something, I don't
eat
know.
him?
Oh, that is also one other thing that I wanted to say, Johnny. Because you are a vampire, you can drink the blood of creatures and attempt to absorb some of their constitution.
Yeah. Because like,
I'm not saying that
kind
it'll
of-
go great every time, but I'm just saying something will happen.
Oh my god, I just realized something. The joke I put into games... It's like... It's a picture of Kokomel.
where is it?
So yeah, technically in my eyes, he kind of is like a cousin.
Yeah.
He's a cousin twice removed.
Actually, it's something in the backstory that I didn't really want to say, but so you mind if I just say it?
Go it. Yeah.
Havelock was friends with a different hybrid, and when I was reading the hybrid stuff, one of them was crab-arms, where you get an extra layer of like shell on your body, and pretty much it makes it to where your AC is higher. But in the story, pretty much Havelock just is friends with this guy, and the guy's mainly swords of defense, but sadly he gets killed when the town gets attacked.
Oh.
So in Havelock's eyes, he just met his friend again. Like he likes crabs a lot, and Havelock just liked crabs with the fact he was friends with someone who basically was similar to a crab.
Yeah.
Is the DNA hybrids. So
Maybe
in
it was like
Havelock's
more
eyes,
like a lobster or something, and this is a sort of crabby person.
So in my eyes, like when Havelock like missed his shot, he's just like about like his friend, and he like didn't really want to hold him. But in reality, like, yeah, he just sucked at aiming during that time.
Yeah,
this
it's
makes
like
a lot of sense for Havelock.
if you grew up with a husky at your grandparents' house, and then you went to a new neighborhood where people like to go out back and shoot coyotes, it's a little weird.
Exactly. And Havelock just like sees this dude as like a friend. He doesn't want to hold him. Which is why I was all like, I really don't want to have to kill them. I want to talk to them.
And you did.
And I managed to actually talk to one. I would have loved to talk to all 3, but the blue one was already dead, so it's not possible. The green one was 100% gonna die, even if I decided to talk to him. Zani and Freddy was just gonna rip him to pieces, and well, the yellow one was the best option because it literally was the only way to pretty much guarantee the safety of Sierra and what's the other guy's name again?
Holgear?
No, the NPC.
Oh, Arthas.
Yeah, Orthus. Yeah, someone tells me Orthus can't exactly fight without. Well, he
didn't bring his weapon on this date.
Exactly. See, so he couldn't exactly fight that well. You can't exactly punch a shell.
Well, I gave him my sword.
Gave him your sword. Oh well, then he could have fought.
Yeah, he was trying. He's just not used to using a sword. He's not a melee-based fighter.
So yeah, my best option was to go for the yellow one because he was the most likely not to die, and it would have prevented Orthus from being attacked. So that's a bonus. Orthus was helping us out.
Yeah.
Oh, he was gonna. He offered to help us out because we said we needed to join a team. He said he needed a crew. So yeah, bonus.
Okay.
I helped save the dude that's offering us a spot in the competition. So if anything, I did my best. I may have not been able to attack and help the team, but hey, I did what I could, and I managed to get us a new companion. And hopefully soon he'll be able to speak common. I'll happily pay for the materials.
Something.
You just tell me how much.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. Johnny, you would know that for something like changing an enchantment, for something simple like this, probably just like a silver piece, but, you know, it could go up to a gold depending upon, like, how, you know, much you want to charge people. For, like, more complicated stuff, obviously. If you wanted to change, like, a hat of invisibility to mind reading, that would be almost like making a brand new enchantment from scratch, but the buyer requests that you do it with their grandpa's old hat, so you have to like completely unenchant it and then re-enchant it. So yeah, that would probably be more expensive, but for something like this that was fairly simple, you can decide how much you want to charge. To actually make something would probably be the cost of materials plus time and money.
Okay.
And that would just sort of come down to the difficulty of what it is.
I just realized something. Gargamel's gonna be incredibly useful. Think about it. We're gonna be going to an underwater city. Gargamel and me are the only ones that can breathe underwater and fight easily underwater. Yeah.
Johnny can hold his breath indefinitely.
Yeah, but Johnny would still have disadvantage while underwater when attacking, so.
But now we have a native speaker.
Exactly. We have someone else besides me who can help us in combat massively. Not to mention it, I don't think you guys can exactly move that well underwater, so you just hop onto Gargamel and he'll take you with him.
I don't think you want that.
I mean, he's relatively slow moving. He can't really swim, but he can move through water unrestricted.
Gargamel's just like do a fist bump.
If he knew spells, he'd be able to cast them if they required verbal components.
I'll try to get him some stuff later.
Well, because
like what I did my cat. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be a magic shop.
Havelock, since you can breathe air, you can cast verbal spells underwater.
Yeah, but I don't exactly have spells.
Right. No, I was just saying. For like certain people that need to be able to do verbal components for spells, they can't do them underwater. Just as the way that if someone had their hands tied, they couldn't do the somatic components.
Or they didn't have the materials to do it.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to pull the materials out of their spell pouch.
Component.
Yeah.
Or their spellcasting focus.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna end the session here.
Okay.